Make sure this one is correctly recording over here. Hit the record button. Okay, so recording live. There, cool. Make sure my OBS is recording the right source. All right. All right. So that's good. Oh, cool. That's cool, John. Thanks. I appreciate it. That's what I was kind of hoping for. So I'm glad you actually. That's awesome that that worked. All right, I'm gonna stream that. That puts a big smile on my face to know that that thing worked. Okay, that's good news. Getting ready to play through a gameplay. If you wanna hang out, you can. I'm just gonna be playing and I'll pay attention to you. Your name's in red because I think I made you a mod. So now I certainly see. I might have made you a mod in my YouTube chat though. I don't know which one I did it in. Is there a way I can check that? I think it was YouTube. Can I make you a mod? Is that a thing I can do? What is this? Mod. Oh, I made him a mod. You're a mod now. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off here and just kind of get into this. So, alright. I think I'm recording. I want to make sure this is right. I got the thing recording on OBS. I am recording a local thing, and I am recording on YouTube. Yeah, we're just good to go. Alright. Welcome back, guys. I'm the Blue Titan, and we're here for another episode of the Darkest Dungeon. So the last time we were here, we were just going through and grinding, just trying to do some dungeons, and a weird thing happened. There were a few opportunities for us to beat some bosses, and I'm going to be honest with you, we rolled through 2 bosses like it was nothing. After a few episodes of having some bosses that were really tough, we fought against a few guys that just... One of the enemies we fought against a few episodes ago killed 3 of our guys and left 1 guy in death's door, and we barely made it out alive. So this episode, it was nice to kind of come back and actually... we fought against the Sunken Crew, or the Sodden Crew. I guess it's the first version. There's different versions of the crew. The Sodden version, which is the weakest version. And then we fought against the Hag, or like the first level Hag, the Wizened Hag. I don't know which one it is, the first one. And I thought, okay, the Hag's probably not going to be that strong. I think we'll be okay. And I thought the same thing about the Sodden Crew. We go in against the crew. He had a few moments where things were kind of like, questionable, but we really quickly took over and beat him pretty fast. And I was like, all right, that was a good boss. We felt really good about it. Nothing bad happened. We made it out with some good items. But then the second time, or the second boss we went against was a Hag. I thought that was going to go poorly. We absolutely steamrolled her. It was disgusting. I killed her in like 3 hits. It was disgusting. 3 people hit her for 20, and she started at like 68 health or something. So we were very prepared for that fight. So I feel pretty good right now, and I think we're kind of in a strong position looking at our team here to kind of... We got a lot of level 2s here. We could go out and fight against the Swine King, or the Swine Prince, or whatever his name is. I chose not to, simply because if you look at my comp here, while I have the manpower to do it, I have a lot of guys that are level 2, which is what I'm talking about. Level 2 is like the highest level a character can be to fight a green mission. And these skulls are where the bosses are. Well, I don't want to fight a green mission boss with a bunch of level 2s when the reward for that mission is a mediocre item. And I'm just not impressed by this cleansing crystal. Plus 40% blight resist, plus 40% bleed resist, plus 40% debuff resist. It all sounds fine. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd love to have that on every character. I just don't know how good it is over a different item. Like, I was talking about how it'd be good on the Man-at-Arms, right? He's got 40% blight resist. He's got 50% bleed resist. So I'm assuming... part of this is coming from Resolve, plus 10, plus... Does everybody have a different amount? He's level 0, so he should have less. If he's level 1, he has 40, and then 40 based on bleed. He just has a higher bleed resist than other characters. Interesting. So everybody's different. So the Leper starts with 40% base resistance to blight, and very little resistance to bleed. This is interesting. I've never paid much attention to this. But she's... Okay. So, but we can see here she's level 0, he's level 1, he's gaining plus 10 per resolve level. It makes me wonder if a level 3 character is going to have a similar kind of thing. A level 3 character, 30% resistance. Yeah, just every level you gain, you have even more resistance to bleed and blight. No. I mean, remember, as you gain levels, as your opponents gain levels, their percentage chance to apply bleed and blight can actually break 100 very easily, right? We saw some enemies that had stun resistance of 250%. So it's not exactly like, oh yeah, as long as you hit 100%, you're good to go. It's a subtraction problem. If they have a 250% chance to hit you with a stun and you have a 210 chance of a blocking stun, then there's a 40% chance that they can still hit you with it, right? So it's not as simple as just get to 100% and you can ignore the minigame. So I guess it's still pretty okay. I'm just not too sure how much I care about this, because remember that the bottom three are the bad things, right? They're negatives that this thing does, right? So this character does not apply bleed or blight. He does apply a few debuffs, but if you run him as a non-debuffer, but as instead a team buffer, instead of using positive buffs for the team, he's using negative debuffs for the opponent, then I could see this being an okay item. But I'm just not excited by the cleansing crystal the way I get excited about other items. If I find one, I might give it a shot, but I'm not going to go run a whole mission for it. I don't know. I'm going to wait, because the thing is, when you beat a boss, you get a really good rare item. And so I'd rather wait to beat this guy when I see him drop an item I'm interested in. Similarly, the Wield over here, I'd like to go beat this boss too. It's a new boss that we haven't seen yet, the Brigand 8-pounder, which by my memory, I believe 8-pounder means 8-pound cannonball. I think this is a giant cannon. We don't want to do this mission because we've already got a Sacred Scroll. So the rare roll on this mission would give us an item that I think this vessel's already holding. We've already got the Sacred Scroll on her. I've already kind of got a team comp up and ready, or what I was thinking about running here, so we'll go ahead and pick some items here. I think I'm just going to run through a regular mission and try to go after this camouflage cloak. Plus 15 dodge when the torch is above 75. I mean, solid. It's not an insane item, but I mean, I could see using this on like an antiquarian or somebody who's got high base dodge. It's either that or going after this item, the Seer Stone, which gives plus 15% scouting chance. As I said in the previous episode, I've actually changed my tune, my opinion on scouting chance a bit. I didn't understand how traps worked. I thought traps were just something that you happened to run into in the game. And sometimes you'd see them, sometimes you wouldn't, and it's not that way. If you scout them, you'll see them. And I know how scouting normally works. It reveals what's going on in the hallway in front of you and will tell you where there's a trap. But I never made the connection that the only time I ever did see those traps in the hallway on the ground is because I scouted them. So that makes scouting a little bit more attractive. It's also more interesting to me because scouting allows you to find rare treasure rooms and other things. So like, it increases the percentage chance that you find a rare treasure room. And we learned last episode too that in the base game, you start with 25% scouting up here in the top right corner, regardless of who's on your team. So you have a 1 in 4 chance of scouting every single time. Yeah, it just sounds like a plus. Yeah, but the thing is, honestly, buddy, like, scouting is a lot better than I thought when I first played with it, because I thought it was just something that was kind of nice, but it scouts where the enemies are. It scouts where the traps are. It tells you how many curios and interesting things you can interact with are down different hallways all around you, and it kind of informs the next direction you go instead of going there blind. It also has another upscale effect, or upside effect, which is it could increase the chance, because unless you scout, you will not find a secret treasure room. If you scout, you'll find one, or there's a chance you'll find one. And the hidden treasure rooms are insane. They, at minimum, are worth 2 items that you'll bring with you every single time home. Some oftentimes 3. Like, I've got 3 of the rarest items I own from finding those. I found a Junia's head, I found Dismas's head, and I found Barristan's head. These 3 items are very powerful. They're just a dead person's head in a sack. Interestingly, Dismas is the main character, or one of the first characters you start the game with. So I'm guessing Junia, Dismas, Barristan, these are probably the name of the base 4 characters that, like, the guys who made the game probably name they probably have a character that they kind of associate themselves with. But these are really, really good items. Plus 25% damage just flat. Plus 30% like healing flat. Plus this one's plus 25% protection flat, which means any damage he takes from like a punch in the face, if he takes 40 damage, he's just going to take 30. Like, that's huge. So, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick a few items here. We're going to try this item out. We just got this Berserk mask. I'm excited to use this. Makes him a little faster, gives him some crit, makes him hit like a truck. We'll also throw on an accuracy-based item. I'm going to give him the focus ring because remember, I think this is an item that's perfect for him. His chop ability right here, this attack damage ability, has an ACC or an accuracy base of 80%. So if he hits the enemy, he has an 80% chance to hit. We talked about how you have a minimum chance of hit of 5% and a maximum of 95% at all times. But remember, if you have a 905%, or 905, my God, if you have a 105% chance to hit, and your opponent has a 20% chance to dodge, like they have 20 dodge, it's a subtraction problem. If you have a 105 accuracy on your ability and they have a 20 dodge, then that's going to subtract off and you're going to have an 85% chance to hit. So having this character who has lower base accuracy on his abilities than most characters who have like 90 or maybe even 100, he has only 80, giving him this item here, this focus ring, makes his regular attacks hit for an extra 10% accuracy. That matters a lot because then now all of a sudden he's hitting for 90%, which means he's far less likely to just have a huge whiff. That gets him close to that maximum upper end, which I like a lot. And then we got a little highwayman. We're going to try to level him up because our poor highwaymans, we've had a bad run of it. Our first highwayman, which was Dismas, the character whose namesake is on this item, it's not his literal head, but it's more of like a, what do you call it, a Easter egg. Dismas, he died. And then we also lost another guy. I think his name was like Bricks or something. We had another. You can go back and look at that. That was the episode where we lost 3 dudes, and then one guy was on death's door. We almost got completely party wiped by the Prophet because he dropped the ceiling on us like 3 times and just killed 3 dudes. That was rough. But we've lost 2 of our highwaymen, so I just hired at least 1 more, maybe 2 more. Yeah, I hired a few of them. They're level 1, so I want to start working on them to get them a little higher. Because remember, they do a lot of damage. But this time it's going to be a little different than what I normally do with them. Normally I focus on him being a gunner, but the thing is, this character happened to roll with 3 abilities in the front line, in the front slot. Slot 1, this is slot 2, but this is slot 1 also. But this blank shot moves him back 1 slot. So he's going to shoot, go backwards, and then attack afterwards with Duelist Advance. He's just going to keep moving back and forth in the front 2 slots. So this is going to be an interesting... I've never really played him this way. I think it's going to be fun. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to give him something like the Sharpening Sheath, which gives him plus 7% crit to melee skills and plus 40% chance to bleed. Maybe. Because he's already... Well, what does this have? A 100% chance to bleed? Maybe not, actually. He's already got a 100% chance to bleed in this ability. I'll probably just give him raw damage. Just give him his own... This is sick. Give him his predecessor's head. Give him the old highwayman's head. He'll carry that around. Anything else I want to give him? I could also give him... This gives him extra stress. I could just give him the Ancestor's Candle, just more damage, more speed. The reason I'm not going to give him the Sharpening Sheath like I had initially talked about is because his every other ability he uses is going to be point-blank shot. He's going to shoot back up, and then he's going to advance with Duelist Advance. He's just going to keep going back and forth, and every other attack is not going to be melee. So having a melee crit increasing ability doesn't make a lot of sense after a little thought. All right, but that's what my comp's going to be, and I'm going to go ahead and jump on in here. Guess I should just take a second here to say, like, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel for, like, my long VOD channel, if you like this content, check out my channel, the Blue Titan Space Gaming Space VODs, or the Blue Titan Space Gaming, either one of them. And that's going to be all I'm going to say about that for now, though, because this is going to be part of a greater multiple video thing. So this is, if you're watching this VOD, you probably already know about it anyway, but I'll just get it in there. We're going to go do this mission because this has the deeds, and I only have 5. And I only have 15, and I'd like to get to 20, because if I get to 20, I can upgrade 1 more of my town workbench things, which is not trivial at all. I really want to I want to work on my town a bit. I think it needs a little bit of love right now. Sorry here, I'm just trying to make sure my OBS isn't being weird. I say that. I'm being weird here a little bit, off camera. Okay, we're good. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's go. Let's go get this camouflage cloak for what it's worth. I think it's actually a solid item. I don't think it's an incredible item, but it's worth going to a mission for. It's the best option of the choices we have. This is a medium mission, so as we said before, any mission where we only have a short mission, we bring 8 food. Medium mission, I usually bring 12, and on a long mission, I bring 16. But since we actually have a Vestal, I don't bring any extra, because food will heal your teammates, but the Vestal's a healer. And she's going to be healing us just fine. Everybody else has their items here. I don't have anybody that can remove stress, which sucks. So we're just going to try to focus as much as possible on just getting through this mission fast and not really sticking around. This is medium. We need sure. Just bringing a bunch of things to protect us from all the random crap they give us. Probably going to get a few diseases in here, because remember, the Warrens is just filled with filth. There are a bunch of pigmen. It's obnoxious. Bring us maybe 1 or 2 holy waters. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring 2 this time. Force myself to use them on things that I don't normally do. I feel like I haven't been doing that as much recently. I kind of forgot about it. I'll bring 3 skeleton keys. I could bring just 2, but I'm going to bring 3 since I actually have extra money laying around right now. You never know. I might get lucky and find 3 treasure chests. I think that's probably good enough here. We've got pretty much everything we need. Yep. I think we're good. It's going to be nice to take a break here. The last few missions we did were against bosses, so...
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
We need to do 100% of room battle, so I'm locked in on this. I have to go right. But you see what I'm talking about? We just got a scouting chance. Look at this. We know everything that's going to happen around us here. This is great. All right, this thing, we know we can interact with the bandage.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
All right, let's just kill this guy. Boom!
Destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed. He's level 0 and he just 17'd that guy. He only had a max of 11 health. That's crazy. This guy's level 1 and he did
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
That sucks that he didn't kill him. Our leper usually deals a lot of damage. Oh, I forgot to switch his ability from crush to, like, the bellow. I actually switched items, too. Or switched it, that's annoying. Oh, but I can still use retribution, which hits. Never mind, we're okay.
Continue the onslaught.
It's okay.
Destroy them all.
And I don't actually care about how much damage he takes, because she's just going to constantly spam heal the whole fight. She's here just to heal Dismas. Or not Dismas, oh man. Now I'm calling him by his predecessor's name. Ugh, nice dodge. See, her getting stressed out is probably one of the worst things that could happen. She's already at 63 stress. I actually gave her items to decrease her stress. Look at, he hit for 12! He's level 0! What is he doing? I'm not mad, I'm happy, but what? He's the lowest level guy on our team, and he's hitting for more than everybody else. It's just ridiculous. Alright, we'll just finish this guy off.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, these highwaymen do an absurd amount of damage. This is stupid.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright. Yep. Sure. Yep, maddening wine. You got it. Really annoying. Oh my god.
Killing blow.
So much stress. Look at her. 80 stress already. Alright, just... I guess I'll attack this guy. Bleed him out, try to kill him before he gets a chance to do anything. Not quite, but that's okay. I could just try to kill him anyway. Maybe if I hit him with Dazzling Light. Damage modification, -2. Alright.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Sure. Oh, removing the stress was nice too. Look at that. That was a nice roll.
Eradicated.
Rain in the forest. That's so like... He just says rain in the forest. The Crimson Curse. Yuck. Alright. That rain in the forest quote, I feel like that might be a reference to Blade Runner when he's like... Do you know the quote, the famous quote from Blade Runner? Like rain in the whatever? Blade Runner. Like tears in the rain. Yeah, like trees in the forest, like tears in the rain. I'll bet that's a reference to that. It's a very iconic line from that movie. This is just raw damage. Let's just see if we can't kill it. So this is 95 base accuracy. Oh, that's why it hurt so much. Point blank shot is 95% accuracy. It deals. It's a damage modifier of an additional 50% of its base damage on top of its normal damage. That's why it's crushing. Sure. Hit yourself, I guess. 2 people with the... get off me with the Crimson Curse, dude. That's two rolls where we got the Crimson Curse immediately. That's brutal.
Annihilated.
Yeah. We've been fortunate so far, been able to avoid it.
Seize this momentum. push on to the task's end.
Well, it makes me feel a little better is we couldn't have avoided that, though. We had to go in that room because we have to complete all of the room battles. Like, we have to on this mission. I might just go in here and fight these guys intentionally. I know that seems really strange, but I like to fight more of these guys. Really? This location normally has a different kind of enemy. We're just running into just these guys now. Okay. All right, we'll just finish him off here.
As the fiend falls,
Just shoot him back, knock him back, and then smash him.
blossoms.
That's hilarious. Sure, he's already Crimson Cursed, so I don't really care. That's fine. That's one of the ironic upsides of getting a bunch of people with the Crimson Curse is once everybody has it, it doesn't matter anymore because you can't catch it anymore. All right, we'll try to take this guy out.
Their
And we did.
formation is broken.
Yep, don't care. Already got the Crimson Curse. Stop hitting yourself. He's got like 70 debuffs on him. All right, and then we'll just heal this guy here. He needs it. He's the lowest health guy in the team. He's going to need our help more than anybody. I say lowest health, I don't mean right now. I mean in total maximum, because he only has 21 base starting health. Because he's the lowest level on the team. All right. Guess I'll guard him. Make them attack somebody else if they try to attack anybody. I'll purge. Get rid of all the dead bodies real quick. His clears all the dead bodies, so he's right up on us. I can't stun him. Nope, can't attack him. You're attacking somebody else. Sorry, I'm guarding him. Nice try, though.
A momentary abatement.
It feels really good whenever an enemy tries to attack somebody who you're guarding. And you're like, nope. You feel like 1,000 IQ. Well, that's not going to stun him. I clicked the wrong ability there. That's not that big a deal. Those guys have really high base stun resist.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
And they have really high base stun resistance, and he also has like that ability I used actually has a decreased damage modifier because it's supposed to stun with the trade-off. So I just clicked the wrong, fat fingered the wrong ability. That's no big deal. 150 gold's nothing. I'll just leave it. Now I'm gonna go back inside. I just wanted to fight just to gain extra resources. That's all I was doing there. There's no need to fight there. But we're here to gather resources, so. Well, now I almost want to fight these guys because we've already got Crimson Curse people. Sure. Wow. I can't believe how little damage that did.
Back to the pit.
Nice. Sure. Enraging sight. Yep. Here comes. Nope, she didn't get stressed, which is annoying. Alright, we will retribution him.
A decisive pummeling.
Unexpected little crit. Yeah, that's nice. But she's super stressed out. I need to figure out a way of getting rid of her stress right now. I think I'll just go ahead and hit this guy with a judgment here. Just end him. We'll heal up a bit. I want to kill this guy super quick because this guy can run away. He's got the little what do you call it thing? The Baron's invitation thing. We don't want him to run. He's got really high dodge. Elusive exit. A lot of stress.
Gnawing uncertainty.
We tried to kill him.
The birthplace of dread.
Spawns a bunch of these little idiots. That's why you want to get rid of him, because he spawns like a bunch of these stupid mosquito things. They're obnoxious. Sure, game. Sure. Dodging's brutal. They have 10 dodge, which is not, it's not a small amount. Yep, she's gonna be stressed over the edge here in a second. The nice part is she's having decreased stress add because of the that book I gave her. Sure. All right. Yep, all of them attacked her. Every one of them attacked just her. You see that? Luckily, those books I gave her 2 books that decreased her stress. She's at 99 stress because every enemy on their team has hit her. It's 2 dodges those guys have gotten away with. How many are you gonna give them? Oh, well, then she just got stressed for 1 for no reason? I'm getting trolled.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
I'm getting that's just bad luck. Yep. I don't really care anymore because she's already over the edge. Oh, she got the Crimson Curse. Cool. They've all got the Crimson Curse now. Now I'm just gonna kill everybody I see that's blood and not care. Because now since they all have the Crimson Curse, I'm not afraid of getting the Crimson Curse anymore since they pretty much all have it. Nope, doesn't matter anymore. You can't give somebody the Crimson Curse when they already have it, buddy. Like wallowing the mud with you.
Decimated.
Yep. All right. Yep. They're dodging non-stop here. Dodge that. Increase my accuracy.
Beyond one's limits.
Probably should have done that before. I was getting tired of missing. I was trying to just wipe them super quick before they got the chance to do anything.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I was expecting to kill them and get some blood, but I didn't even get the blood. That sucks. Got a few choices here. I don't know how much I really care about these bandages. Thinking about dropping them just because they don't really matter that much here. I do have a lot of food, but I want to keep the food for random hunger checks and the ability to sleep to remove some stress. I might drop the Onyx. I think that's better than the deeds. Although, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Enemies. Oh, right. There were enemies in this hallway, and then I released some of them intentionally. That's right. Sweet. So he should just die on his own. You're dead.
Be gone, fiend.
We walked into here with nobody that had the Crimson Curse, and we have 3 people that have it already. It's disgusting. We actually had 1 person on our whole squad with the Crimson Curse. Now we have 4. Insane.
Slowly,
nice.
Gently. This is how a life is
masochistic,
taken.
Stressing everybody out. Yep. We will heal everybody here. Yeah, I went in here knowing that this guy was going to get stressed out of it, but I knew that she was going to be a target for stress. I don't know exactly how things work under the hood for this game, but I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of an internal mechanism where they focus people who have higher stress, because nobody on my team had almost any stress at all, except for her, and she had like 40 at the start of the mission, and so that's why I gave her an item that decreases stress by 20% and another item that decreases stress by 10%, and I figured that would be enough, and then instead we ran into 2 guys in Maddening Wine. She got hit for 7,000 stress in like 2 turns and somehow went over the edge. That was ridiculous. Stuff like that happens early in a round or early in the mission, and you just can't do anything about it. If it happens, it happens. Makes the rest of the mission a lot more challenging, but I think we'll be okay. No bleed sucks. Kill this first guy, please. 11's still a lot, though. He's at 1. Get out of my face with 1 health. We'll just kill him, I guess, with and increase my torchlight a little bit. Alright, cool. Yeah, he says, my god, yes. Look at the stress, though. Like 109 stress. She was at 40, and she has 30. She takes 30% less on this map because of the things I've given her. It's just ridiculous. It's just been very unfortunate on what the rolls have been. Let's shoot this fat guy. He's gonna die anyway, so I don't really care about him. Sure, that's fine. Nice dodge. Nice. We don't need to heal or anything here. We're fine. We have a lot of health. Like I said, stress is the only real factor in this entire mission. Sure, eat the food here. That's fine.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We got so much random crap here. I don't know. I'm just gonna get rid of the anti-venom. I don't really care about all that right now. We have so much random stuff. More gold's great. We love that. Heirlooms. Oh, we have exactly the space for a portrait. That's a really nice roll right there. Nothing in here. That's fine. We're just gonna press. Hunger check. Game loves those. Now I'll go ahead and use 2 food, because then I have a whole extra. Gonna stress the person out who doesn't. She stepped on a trap. The very back person on my team somehow stepped on a trap. The first 3 people didn't see it, but she stepped on it. Okay. The person who has all the stress on her. That makes sense. Yep. Nice dodge, though. Alright, just get him out of here.
Another one falls.
Alright, and you can just kill him in the back. A lot of damage, didn't kill him, but still a lot. Let's decrease their... They have dodge, they do have some dodge. Let's go ahead and get rid of that if we can. Well, do I have bellow? No, I unlocked it and I forgot to choose it. That's okay though. We will increase the accuracy. Sure. She doesn't want to be buffed because she's paranoid or whatever wrong with her.
Of skill and purpose.
Yep, extra stress. What's a little stress? You've got 7,000 of them. Who cares, right? Yeah, it's a lot of bleed, I guess. I guess I'll just heal her. Maybe I'll actually heal the team here. That's like no healing.
Sedated.
Drums a bit debilitation. He's dodged that twice. That's real good. Good job there, Highwayman. We need that from you. This guy has a lot of base protection, so you just got to get through him. He's a health battery. All right. Heal the bad guy. Get out of my face. Hold the focus here a little bit here. Make him attack that guy. Cool. I stunned him. That's funny. Yep. Gonna hurt yourself, I guess, for whatever reason. Heal yourself now then. That's fine. You weren't really gonna be doing anything except for protecting yourself for a few rounds anyway. Here I'm just gonna try to kill this guy again. Same as last guy. Just take out the back line, because that's the... Yeah, Drums of Doom, things like this. This ability is obnoxious. The crit is insane. Okay. I need...
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Okay, bad rolls, bad luck. This guy was on 65 or so stress. This guy used Drums of Debilitation, which adds stress, happened to crit on him, which adds more stress, and then after that, this girl's masochistic thing triggered, and she made fun of him for being crit on, and it just stacked like 40 and put him over the edge. I'm just getting bad rolls this time. I still think we're gonna be fine, but my god, it's bad luck. Yeah, masochistic, you got it. Be mad about things. Sure. Stun him, I guess? That's fine.
The match is
I just missed your stun, I guess.
A blazing star is born.
Just kill that idiot, please. Thank you. The crit I would have needed earlier. I really could have used that earlier. Alright,
These
we're sleeping.
nightmarish creatures can be
Get back there where you belong.
They can be beaten.
Get rid of the stress, it's ridiculous here. How much food do I got? Do I have enough to do that? I'd love to feast, but I can't. There's only got enough food for a regular... What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why did you suddenly not want to eat? He's paranoid? So instead of feeding him, instead of giving him food, he was like, I don't want to be fed, and I'm going to take damage instead of healing. This game, man. Gallows humor. Yeah, good. Alright, and then let's pray. And then we will... remove some stress from her. What is this? 1 companion plus 10 accuracy for 4 battles. What is his accuracy? He's got pretty good accuracy, doesn't he? Doesn't really miss much, no. I don't think accuracy is a problem. I don't think accuracy or dodge is a problem. Accuracy, speed, dodge, all this other stuff on here. Minus 20 stress. Minus 20 stress for himself. He's the only guy on the team that doesn't need stress relief. Sure. I guess I'll give this to hers. Cool game. He didn't want to help her because he's paranoid. Now they're all taking stress from I don't know what. Whatever, dude. Jeez. Treasure boxes are trapped. This map is literally just trying its hardest to kill us. This guy has a high percentage chance to break open traps, right? Nope, he's got the Crimson Curse, so it's worse for some reason, even though that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what bleeding has to do with, or I don't know what being half vampire makes it so that you don't want to open a trap, or how that makes any sense, but sure. All right, so it's gonna be him that does it. He's at the highest chance. He disarmed it. Look at that. Look at you go. Cool. Push through this. Just gotta push through it. All right. I don't remember what this one does. Let's just open it. Whatever. Nope, don't even care. Paranormania, sure, whatever that is. Obsessed with the paranormal. At this stage, a lot of these characters are probably gonna be, I'm probably gonna toss them anyway. Sure, 65% chance to break the trap open.
Traps lie in wait.
But then he fails it.
Sprung and thirsting for blood.
This is one of those missions where like everything goes wrong, but hopefully I'll be able to push through it despite that, because I kind of have a decent idea how to play the game. Despite all the bad things that are happening to us. I still cannot believe how much stress we've taken. It's just the worst possible everything has happened. All right. Let's just kill somebody here. Only 6 damage? Why'd you roll so low? He has a his damage range is 6 to 11, and so how's that even possible? Is that ability? Oh, that's not the ability that deals an extra 50% of his base. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Now, I was thinking it would have had to have been done a minimum of 9. Never mind. I see why. All right, do these guys have dodge or anything? One of them does. I think I'd rather just riposte. Have a higher chance of protecting ourselves here. Just kill somebody, please, bro.
A singular strike.
Thank you. Petals must fall. Dude, his quotes are sweet. Yep, sure. No health on this guy. Of course, he's the one that gets hit, right? All right, heal this guy up, please. Don't be paranoid. Don't be an idiot. So you try to heal the guy, and he'll be like, "Oh, don't waste your time on me, please. Save yourself." I'm like, just bleeding out. Everything just bleeding out. Brutal. Okay. It usually affects. Yes, pain makes you powerful, I guess. Okay, sure. Yeah. Hit that guy. That's who I want you to hit. Hit the guy who can hit you back. That's twice he's got stunned off of that ability, too. And that ability has a very low chance of percent. I think it's like a 1 in 4 chance of stunning. And he got hit by both of them. All right, heal the team. You're going to have to here. Oh, you don't want to be healed? The guy's no health? That makes sense. You'll have to see that. All right, kill this guy. This guy gets to go first usually. Hopefully he doesn't this time. Get out of here. Oh, 8 health. Just almost dead. Oh, attack the guy with no health. Makes sense. Heal him. Oh, he actually accepted the heal this time. He wasn't an idiot. Oh, 1 health. Stays alive. Lands every stun he possibly can. This guy's wasting. He needs to... I need to find blood to keep him alive, but I don't know if I'm able to get lucky enough to find it. Sure. Just please kill this last guy. Finally! He's gone. We killed Mr. 1 health too. Alright, this totem pole in the back, I don't know what it does. It'll be a nice opportunity to use.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Holy water? I don't know. Okay, I'm just kind of throwing out random things here. I have no idea what interacts with this thing. Let's try a shovel on it. Nope. I guess, herbs? Nope. How about a torch? I'm just throwing everything at it to see if anything works on it. Bandage? Nope. I have no idea what... We already tried holy water, I think, on it. Let's try a key. This doesn't make any sense at all. A shovel? No, I already tried the shovel. We've got it marked already. So nothing works on it. Let's see if we learned anything from it. Diffuse it. Oh, give him a buff. Plus 15%. No, hold on. Plus 15% damage until camp. Okay. That's good. We're almost through this mission. We've only got a few rooms left to go through, so we're all right. We're all right. Sure. Extra stress? Why not? We need more stress. What am I going to do without stress? A trap that I did not see. We're just getting
The
punished.
way is lit. The
Let's get
path
through
is
this so we can
clear.
get to a mission where I don't seem so
We
salty. I'm just getting
require
irritated by
only
the bad
strength
rolls.
to follow it.
All right, surprised is nice. To have my enemies. What are you gonna do? Yeah, stress your whole teammate? All your teams out? That makes sense. Hope we get to the next mission where I don't have to deal with this anymore. 5 damage. You literally cannot even deal 5 damage with the. How did you deal 5? How did you deal 5 damage? You can't even deal 5 damage. What? Oh, minus 15% damage mod. So he rolled the lowest possible roll and then subtract 15% off of it. Incredible. Incredible. We have been absolutely abused this match.
A momentary abatement.
I'm getting tired of this guy not wanting to be healed. Mr. One Health again. Yep. That was a good... Thank God we have this leper. If we didn't have this leper, we'd be out of this match, because everybody else on our team is laying an egg. Every other person on our team is trash this map. Has done nothing for us. You gonna get stunned too? Wow. Yep. I hate Paranoid so much. I literally just won a whole round. Nobody did anything except for the leper. 2 rounds in a row. Did nothing. Yep. We had some good dodges there. That was nice. A little bit of fortune on our side for once there. All right, take out this bad guy, please. Good. That crit was wild. Okay. All right, get out of my face. Die, clown.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay, so he just had a heart attack randomly. I guess that gave him a bunch of stress. Put him over the edge. And then immediately after that, he went over the edge, had a heart attack, dropped down to 0 health, and then went all the way back up on strap. You can't write a better joke than that. Now he's protection and extra damage. Sure. I guess. Whatever, dude. I don't even know if you'll be around to use those abilities. Good. Good. Sure.
As life ebbs,
Sure.
terrible vistas of emptiness
Sure.
reveal themselves.
Can't write a better joke than this. Oh, you're gonna move up front so you can't attack? That makes sense.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I'm gonna take these items back with us because they're really good. Sure. Alright. Use the holy water. We're about finished. We're gonna push through the rest of this. All right, we got one last room to go through. Well, after this one. I've had a critical mass of ridiculously unfortunate events in this map. A critical mass. I mean, we've gotten absolutely slammed by a number of bad events that happened to us. Like, I think we've rolled worst case scenario over and over and over this map. You're gonna switch spots and shut up. Thank you. Alright. Cool. It's a nice last mission that's not so challenging instead of...
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Cool. That's what we needed. And I'm just gonna stun one of them.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
25% chance to resist stun. Let me see what her stun chance is on this ability. A 100% chance to stun, minus 25%. So I had a 1 in 4 chance that was not going to stun. 1 in 4. Sure. Let me see something real quick. She just healed for 5. Let me check something real quick as well on that. The lowest heal she can roll is a 4. Plus 33% of 4. That's 1.33, right? So she just healed for 5. She healed for less than her maximum. What? Let's just end this. I need a mental reset after this one. This put me in a bad mood. Whatever, sure.
This expedition at least promises success.
We'll get out of here. How much is this worth? 20 gold, it's worth 5 in here, sure. I should take this home. Alright, this is good. All things considered, I mean, still a successful mission. Just get really annoyed whenever multiple bad rolls happen in a row, and this was one of the worst variance missions I've had in a long time. Let's continue adventuring and see what's on this thing, just to see. Stress Eater quirk has been removed, sure. This guy only has good quirks now. Okay. If I'd known that, I probably would have picked something off of her. I guess technically I don't really care about any of those. All right, let's go home.
Some experiments should have never happened. You are doing just work ending them.
Yeah. Holy crap, that was brutal. All right, well, we got our deeds and we got our gold and we walked out of there with a good amount of stuff. It doesn't really matter that we lost that guy. But look at what happened. We lost one guy, and the other 3 that survived all have the Crimson Curse. I mean, just, yeah. Ugh. Like, everybody came home, like 3 dudes came home with the Crimson Curse that didn't have it when the mission started, and I had to do it. I had to go into that room. So that's actually what happened last episode, too, that really irritated me. Those mosquitoes might be the most obnoxious enemy in the game. Because I walked in a few episodes ago, walked in on a long mission, got switched around by those guys. 3 of them attacked one guy and hit with some stress. Then they got to go again after that round first because they had the highest speed. And then they hit again. I got 6 maddening wines used against me immediately. Put somebody over the edge. I couldn't even get past room 3 because I had to make camp twice because stress can snowball. Just snowball you off the face of the earth. If you keep it low early, you'll be fine. But like, I just got absolutely rolled. And then in this mission, the same thing happened. I was like, okay, I have to go to that one room. Well, why? Well, because the game has decided in this mission I have to do 100% of room battles. Okay, go into that room. Of course, it's the bloodsuckers. What can you do? You have to fight against them because they're the guys in that mission. Kill them, but at what cost? The cost was the one character in our whole team that had started off with 35 or 40 stress before the mission even started. I gave her 2 items that decreased her stress levels by 30%, as she would gain 30% less stress. Didn't matter. Slapped with stress and stress and stress. She took three of those maddening wines on the face and then randomly got stressed out one more time. Why? Because she had the Crimson Curse. She stressed herself out. I was like, oh god. So that was just a lot of bad rolls right in a row. So I'll be looking to get rid of those characters really soon.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Braun and we're going to toss him. I don't care about him at all. Because he has the Crimson Curse. And I already have 2 dudes that are... I already have 2 Man-at-Arms. So that's an easy cut. If I want another one, I can pick one up, but I don't need another one. So that's an easy cut. We don't feel too bad about that. I feel pretty okay just getting rid of him. That also saves us some time trying to fix somebody who has stress. Sluggers are relevant on this character. I mean, he is a melee-based character, but most of the time, he's going to be like more of a defensive character, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Unerring is irrelevant. The other abilities I don't really care too much about. Yeah, it's an easy cut. We feel okay about that. I'm going to go ahead and remove all my items from characters real quick here. We're going to mentally reset because that one kind of put me on tilt a bit. I need just a minute. That's one of the nice things about this game. Mission ends and you can... All right, we're back in the old hamlet. Not irritated anymore. We can kind of have some fun here. Like, go ahead and kick said dude real quick. We don't need him anymore.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
I'll probably pick up a antiquarian just because we don't have one anymore. Oh my gosh, these are incredibly good perks. Not the quirks, not the unerring. We'll get rid of that. But the quick reflexes are great, and winded is one of the best quirks you can get. That's a negative one, so that's good. Oh, that's really good. That's a good roll on her. So we'll take her, and we'll take the antiquarian. And we're not happy about her. She's not got that great of stats, but we'll still take her. We need one.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
How many of those do I have now? I should probably check and see how many... Sure. Check and see how many Hellions we actually have. 2. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we have the one who has... When town will never drink. -2 speed when the torch is below a certain amount. Okay. We want to get rid of Ashen very quickly. Warden's Phobe is whatever, but... I'd like to take her with us on the next mission because I need her help against the Swine Prince. The thing about it is, I don't want to take a chance. I'd really feel sad if she locked Ashen. That just sucks. Ashen is a very bad quirk. Alright, what we got here? Minus 33% blight resist. Or, I'm sorry, plus 33%. Fortifying garlic. Okay. Disease resist, blight resist. Didn't we just see cleansing crystal? Didn't that do the same thing? Am I out of my mind? Hold on. Obviously it had 6 lines, but wouldn't it the same thing basically? Darkest dungeon. Why is Google so bad? Like, I know that AI is kicking its ass, but like, why is Google so bad nowadays? Like, I type in Cleansing Crystal Darkest Dungeon, there's 1 Google result. What? Need to look up very rare trinkets, because it doesn't... God, Google is terrible. I mean, awful. Cleansing... Plus 40% blight resist, plus 40%, it was 40, that's right. So this thing is, okay, so the trade-off was an extra 7% on all 3 of these stats, but you have a lesser blight, bleed, and debuff skill chance yourself. Interesting. I mean, like I said before, I don't, like, hate this. I think it's alright on a tank. I don't think it's exciting by any stretch, but it's fine. Plus 10% damage to melee skills, and minus 4 dodge. Okay. I like the Rampart Shield. Plus 40% move skill chance, like, on the Man-at-Arms, because you can hit a person with your... We talked about this in the previous episode. You can hit a person with your shield, knock them back, and then you have a 30% chance to stun even more. So if you run the Rampart Shield, it, like, makes your Your man-at-arms basically just a constant, like, stunner. This makes him a stunner character. We also could go after this. Wow. Wow. This might be worth going after. Getting a second Eldritch Slayer's Ring, plus we'll get some more deeds. Unholy Slayer Ring is also a good one. We don't actually have one of these. Plus 25% damage against Unholy. Oh my god. We might go do this. The Brigand 8-pounder. The Ethereal Crucifix. By my estimation, one of the better items in the game early particularly. It's essentially the same thing as the Eldritch Slayer's Ring, but instead of 25% damage to Eldritch and minus 8 dodge, on this one it's plus 25% damage versus Eldritch, plus 30% bleed resist, and then minus some amount of health. You might think it's like, wow, like, that's basically like almost the same item, but slightly better in some ways, slightly worse in others. This item, plus the Eldritch Ring, can like really help you. By itself, it can do so much. Like, there are a lot of bosses that are Eldritch, and there are a lot of locations that just bleed you, so I actually think this item is incredible. We also want this Bullseye hat. Extra accuracy, extra crit. That would be great right now on our rabies chick. There's a lot of good items out here for us that we can consider here. Plus 8 speed on the first round. Plus 12% crit on the first round. Minus 3 speed after the first round. Interesting. A lot better than people give items like this credit for, though. Like, if you get to go first and you just wipe your opponent's entire team, like, super quick, it doesn't even matter. Like, you can just instantly win the fight out of nowhere. I don't know. I think the Eldritch Slayer Ring is really good. The only downside about going to this mission is it's a long mission. If we need to really be doing that right now. This one would be the upside about this mission would be it's a long one too as well. But the upside about this mission is we could get an Unholy Slayer's Ring. We don't really have anything that's extra damage against Unholy right now on our team, which is kind of neat. If we did this mission. This one's a regular mission, and it would give us a super rare item. I don't know. If we did this mission, could we do this mission pretty easily? I think we could. We could bring ourselves a Hellion so she could hit the back line. Make sure we have somebody that can do Iron Swan and take somebody out. I think the Brigand 8-pounder is a crew of guys that are humans that are trying to like shoot like a cannon, and if that's the case, bringing a guy who kills humans is a pretty good idea. Well, the reason you'd bring her is because you have an oh shit button for the backline. You gotta remember, against the Brigand 8-pounder, he like spawns people. And there's like a guy that like loads the cannon, and if you can disengage him or kill him, if you can deal with him, then you can essentially stop his little minigame. It's been a while since I did it, but I know you can stop that guy. Need another guy that's level 2 here. I'm not really super fan of bringing her right now. Need somebody that can attack from like the back line. All of our guys that are in the back line are like busy. I meant to say low level of busy. What do I mean by that? A lot of our guys that attack from like the back spot, they're actually kind of like not ready to go. We have a lot of like frontliners on our team, like a lot. It just happened that way because a lot of our random other characters have died. Sort by class. See what we got for backliners. We've really got like, we just lost our that's our third highwayman that just died in that last episode, which was awful. We could put him in there. The highwayman being in the last slot's not awful. He could just use his range attack and immediately just start pistol shotting whoever we don't like dealing with the entire fight. I think after that, it really doesn't matter too much who we bring, because we're mostly going to be focusing on just trying to... It might just be a critical mass of the Fallen. The team's name is the Fallen. That's metal. The downside about bringing this squad of people who I'm thinking about bringing here, it immediately like removes two of the characters who I've been thinking about bringing with us to go fight against the Swine Prince. But the Swine Prince just refuses to be a good enemy to go fight. But the last like 6 times the Swine Prince has been who we've gone after. Okay, I'm gonna just make sure we understand this. The Swine Prince is somebody I've been talking about the last like 3 episodes I want to go fight against. I haven't been able to go back and fight a Warren's boss because every single time he has either has something like am I gonna have to return all the items? He has like a sacred scroll, or in this particular case, he's running some fortifying garlic, which is okay. Like, he's just, a lot of the times, he just hasn't had any good items. I've literally fought 3-4 bosses since he first appeared before I fought him. And I fought 2 bosses of the Cove that both appeared after he appeared. It's kind of funny. So the Brigand 8-pounder is probably who I'm going to go after, honestly. I just think it's a better value item. I think the Ethereal Crucifix is definitely worth just going after. If I do this, though, I'll probably take it a little bit more seriously and put Bondeville in here. And put Palmyra up here. And that gives us, like, people that deal a lot, and I mean a lot of damage. And then we can focus on just killing people. I'll have him be our stunner. And he can just stun the characters that matter here. A lot of level 2 here. Okay. I am going to keep Weakening Curse on him just in case. And having our Visceral Artillery is good. Having a heal is solid. Having the stun is solid. Actually, I'm okay with this comp that we have right now. I just want to increase the power of a few of these characters here a little bit. We have damage. I mean, we have damage in spades. Our team is going to crush. It's like what happened just a bit ago, because we fought against the Wizened Hag earlier, and when we fought the Hag, it was just absurd. We just straight killed her in like 3 attacks. It was insane. And it was funny because a few people were viewing and they were like, well, you might want to consider, attacking the pot, because if you don't attack the pot, then, your character might lower their health. I kid you not. We killed her before she got to go. Right? She didn't even get the chance to use her, like, put you in the pot or whatever ability. She didn't even use it. I don't even know what it's called. She used Tenderizer, Meat Tenderizer twice, and then just died. I killed her before she got the chance to go more than twice. That's how fast she died. It was insane. And we didn't even crit. We just killed her with raw damage. Is it the weaponry we need to level up here? Okay, yeah. Didn't one guy, like, dodge that attack a bunch? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about, like, that against the Hag? Against the Hag that we just fought against a bit ago? I don't know if you were here. I don't think you were here for that. Are you talking about the Siren? When we were against the Siren, we had some people dodge, which was really funny. Yeah, against the Siren, she kept trying to Sirens call people, and we had a few people dodge, which was really great for us. I think I'll probably do something like Withstand, and then just keep on healing the guy. Purge is cool, but I don't think we really care about that right now. I don't even know if I'm going to use Purge much. I might give him Solemnity. Oh, I can't even do that because he has Infirm. I forgot. Yeah, I just wasted a bunch of money on an ability. I forgot this is the character who has Infirm. Palmyra, not Evil. Evil doesn't have that. I mixed up the characters. Evil's this character doesn't have any abilities. Look at this. Evil literally has the Crimson Curse and straight no bad quirks. So funny. All right. Well, if that's the case, I might bring Evil. I mean, he has the Crimson Curse and some stress on him. Oh, I need to de-stress some people, don't I? Is there anybody that needs to be in there? Obviously, Estony does, but I don't even know if I want to keep her. I was thinking about dropping her because she doesn't have any abilities I like. I might just drop her. That's less stress to worry about, too, on our team. Yeah, I think I'm just going to drop her. Get rid of her. I'll keep Evil because I think Evil is actually solid. He has Eldritch Hater and Photomania. Clutch Hitter's funny, but not really that useful. Estony, on the other hand, despite having a sweet name, Estony's a pretty name. Not really super excited about the things she rolled in general. I don't really care about her negative quirks. Like, going slow, like the slow draw, is actually not that bad. It's terrible on some classes. I would hate to have that on the Highwayman or like the Grave Robber. or any person that, like the leper. I want characters to go fast often, but I don't care about it on the healer, because oftentimes in the healer you're really kind of waiting to see what your opponents do, to see if like what the most opportune person is to heal. And going last is not that bad, because you can sometimes like heal people that just got bled and might be on death's door. So slow draw is not that bad, actually. The problem I'm having with this character is she's got masochistic, she's got crimson curse, she's rolled no good quirks, she's rolled no bad quirks. I'm not impressed. She's level 1. Whatever. I'll just replace her with the Antiquarian. You might say to yourself, like, well, why even get rid of her? You got the slots.
This one has become vestigial. Useless.
But the answer to that question is I just don't really like having the extra blood costs right now. Why?
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
From here, I think I might actually level up the blacksmith here one more time, because I think you can do armor smithing. Oh, maybe actually I should have done the furnace here, or the furnace, not furnace, furnace here.
A sharper sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
I try when I can to upgrade the blacksmith's, like, you know, costs of the furnace before I upgrade the other things, because that saves you money in the long run a lot longer. All right, I think are we good? Did we actually, the characters who we are bringing with us, did we make sure to unlock their things? I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. I think I just did this. Oh, I was talking. I didn't finish it, did I? Sure. Sometimes raw stats, guys, matter more than anything. Just make sure you level your guys' abilities up, their base abilities, because it can make all the difference. You just straight up kill someone. Who are we going to get? It's a Brigand 8-pounder. I don't think he has any dodge. I don't think we really care about vulnerability hex. Marking is actually an interesting idea. Marking is cool because Bondeville actually consumes marks, but Bondeville already has his own ability to mark things. If I really need to mark something, I can. I'm probably just going to spend most of my time stunning with this guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'll probably use this ability because he does 25% extra damage versus humans, and have him just execute humans and stun most of the fight. Palmyra is a leper. The leper's just going to try to crush the front line. These characters can all hit from the slots that they're in, so we're okay. And then we've got, of course, this guy who can heal people. So, heal people. We'll bring extra food just in case. Maybe a few extra blood wraps, or I guess, you know what I mean. So, I don't know if I want to spend any money on that yet. I might start thinking about this, though. How many... Yeah, let's just go ahead and drop a few in here, a few bonfire spins. Start leveling up our bonfire.
They must learn more than brutal bloodletting. They must learn to survive.
I'm gonna do 2 here. The reason I'm doing this is because I'll be happy later when I realize I've already put money into it, when I have a boss where I just really want to make sure I have, like, planned takedown on our bounty hunter with planned takedown here. Or there's a few other abilities he's got that, like, I'd really like to have. I need to unlock Scout ahead. Some of these abilities, scouting is so much better than I originally gave it credit for. I really didn't realize how powerful scouting was until I realized a few things depend on it that are like kind of hidden systems that I just started to recognize. And I was like, wow, we just found a bunch of things. I was like, why? Well, because scouting was higher. All right, we're gonna go do this Brigand 8-pounder, see what happens. Right? This is a medium mission. Gotta pick my items for these dorks first. For certain, gonna go with the Berserker's Mask, which we just got, as well as the Focus Ring. He's loaded up and ready to go. We'll put the Ancestor's Candle on her, as well as probably Dismas's head. And then after that, we will give our Bondeville. We have a few choices on him. I'll probably just give him a item that helps him deal extra damage stun-wise, or extra percentage chance to stun. I don't have a Human Slayer ring or Manslayer ring or whatever, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Is his... This is a melee, right? Yeah. Ooh, oops. I didn't do anything wrong. I just accidentally double-clicked back. I could give him the old surgical gloves, but he's probably not going to be stunning a heck of a lot. I might actually just consider giving him the Dazzling Charm to make sure he stuns every single time when he does attack. If that's the case, that's what I want to do here, which is an option. I could also just give him the sun. I mean, the Sun Ring's always good, right? Extra accuracy, extra damage. The problem with it is, as a character, he's going to be stunning. minus 100% damage modification. He will kill a person and then probably stun, and like kill a person and then stun. I'm gonna have him be basically doing stunning a lot. He has like a 130% chance to stun. I'm probably just gonna have him stun half the time. So I want to be able to stun with him where possible. I don't want to lean on him for damage. I might just give him utility abilities. I just rolled this survival guide item, which increases your scouting chance by 10%. I'm gonna try that, I think, and then maybe just give him something like, you know, surgical gloves, I guess. I don't know. Accuracy on melee abilities. I don't know. I don't really think he's going to be my core damage dealer this fight. Look how many guys we have to deal damage. I don't think it really even matters. Where I guess at the same time you could make the argument that if I just give him the Berserk Ring and just have him just kill, he just kills. Minus 5 accuracy is relevant though. What are we sitting on accuracy-wise? He has a base accuracy of 95, minus 5 from the Berserk Ring. That's fine. I'm willing to take that. That's okay. Sure. Got to get this guy some items, though. We still haven't rolled any really good items for him. We did get the cursed, you know, incense, which is going to be powerful. I get powerful, reasonable later. Extra debuff skill chance. Eldritch Pool can pull people more efficiently. But honestly, I don't really know if there's anything for this character right now that's any real good. You could make the argument that I could give him Junia's head to make the low heals higher, but he already has such a high range on his heals. I don't even know if it matters. He's not even going to really be attacking much. I'll probably just give him something like a book of relaxation or something. Could also give him... Wow, thinking about the stun amulet. Could almost put the stun skill chance on him. Decrease his stun chance. Huh, that's funny. What is this again? Plus 8 dodge, minus 1 speed? Sure. Plus 8 dodge. It's either that or minus stress. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, actually, that might be a better choice. Give him the old Book of Holiness. That way it offsets the stress that he gets from having Junia's head, because he's taking way more stress than normal because of that. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I can be sold on that. Alright, and then from here, make sure we actually have what we need to get in there. Oh, did I never upgraded her abilities to level 3, did I? I need to hit her up with that. I upgraded their items, but I did not upgrade everybody's abilities, and I need to do that. So you will definitely take Iron Swan, the heal ability, and then the bleed ability. I'm actually just leveled them all up. Not everything, but the ones that I've already got locked. I think with him, I already locked what I was going to lock, yep. With him, I didn't touch anything, I don't think, but I guess he already had some stuff. I do really, really like Weakening Curse. It's one of my favorite abilities in the game. Minus 15% damage, like lower in their attack and lower in their protection, I think is often really relevant. The only other ability that I like debuff-wise in the game that I like to have is lowered dodge, and he does that over here. So he has a lot of really good debuffs I like a lot. Did I not level his, though? I did, I just didn't level all of them. I accidentally, I came out of here because I accidentally leveled Solemnity, and I forgot afterwards. I got frustrated because it's like, oh crap, he is infirm, and then I left this thing. I think we're fine. I think we're gonna do pretty fine here. Let's just get on into this. Go get this ethereal crucifix thing. He can't use sacrificial stab at all, can he? In that spot he's in. I like to keep sacrificial stab anyway, because what it does is it guarantees... I guess I could actually get rid of Sacrificial Stab. I say that. I like it because sometimes it allows him to attack whenever you get surprised. But the one argument can be made that if I do Demon's Pull here, then I can actually get a guy that's in the back that we have no other access to up front. So the 3 guys that can hit the front line can just absolutely obliterate them. So that I can be sold on that. So let's go Demon's Pull here. All right, let's get in there and let's take off and knock out a... No, I need to do something real quick here, Steven. Hold on. How do I do this? Add as moderator. Wait, manage blocked words and share. I don't know, I'm just going to go standard for now. I don't know what the differences are. I made you a moderator. Alright, then we'll get on in there and play. I meant to do that before, I kind of forgot last time. Alright, this is... We do have a healer, but it's not a super reliable healer, so I'll bring a few extra food just in case it's a boss. I usually try to do that. I'll also bring, the normal, litany of things that people always bring to this mission, like 3 or 4 shovels, an anti-venom, or 2, an extra bandage, whatever, maybe an extra holy water. I might just bring 2 of each. Bring a few skeleton keys, medicinal herbs like one does, torches, of course. But then the question is, like, is there anything else after that that is worth coming? Because I think the Brigand 8-pounder does an enormous amount of damage to single targets. He's just a cannon. Like, of course, that's probably what he does. I don't think I've ever been hit by it, though, because I usually try to kill the cannoneer guy that, like, shoots it. I think you can stop him. But the Aegis scale would be obviously reasonable for that, because it would let you block one entire shot, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go with what I have. Got our torches, we've got our food, we've got excess food. Yeah, I feel pretty good about what we got. A promotion. All right. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I did switch that. We're okay. Sure. Oh, wait. I'll take a few more bandages because of old McBleeder here. That's funny. Take extra bandages because you're bringing your cultists.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious, and the denizens of the hamlet were no exception. It was not long before rumors of my morbid genius and secretive excavations began to fuel local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square.
That's so funny. I like how all the enemies in the game are just like an evil beast and like another evil beast, like an unholy beast and an ethereal beast and like another worldly beast, and then somebody's like, yo dude, here's a cannon.
The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air.
All right,
The war machine is close.
The war machine is close. My God. Yeah, I'm gonna go the whole route. I'm gonna do the whole mission. I'm not gonna skip this long path down because it's only like one route. I don't always do that, but I'm gonna do that here. I think we're like pretty well poised to just do an enormous amount of damage against these guys. I don't think I'm worried about what's here. Oh my gosh! Look at that scouting chance! That scouting chance! Look at the survival guide! The extra 10% scout chance just now found a secret door, man. That's crazy. Alright. Make sure we use our bandage on this.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Hopefully this will be the exact opposite of the last mission where we got some really bad rolls. It'd be nice to get some money back and some resources back after the... Oh my gosh! Another scout. The scouting is real, man. Alright, hold on. What's your chance of undoing this? Either of you have a higher chance of doing this? Let me steal this item off you. Give it to her. And then have her undo this. Remove her stress real quick. That's fine. Try to get rid of the stress where possible here. No enemies in this room, so... There are two groups of enemies coming up, so do we use the torches here? Or do we just say, to heck with it, wait till we get clear back, and then turn them back on? I'm gonna just wait. I'm not gonna use my torches here. It's gonna push through these two groups of guys.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Naked.
Paid for in blood.
Sure. Oh, and we got a surprise, which makes it even better. Nice. Just take him out quickly. I'll take this guy, I guess, up front. Sure.
Eradicated. Decimated.
Eradicated, decimated.
Destroyed.
Eradicated, decimated, destroyed.
This expedition at least promises success.
Oh, that was awesome. Hulk smash, yeah, dude, that was wild. Alright, so we want to kill, if we can, this guy and the second guy immediately if we can. He's got a lot of protection. The reason we're thinking about this is because these other two guys are going to shoot us with marks. This guy has a lot of dodge. Maybe I'll hew. Just see what I can do here. I am going to just try to kill one of these guys immediately, though.
Annihilated.
Oh, he got
As
him!
the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I didn't expect to just kill him outright. If I get lucky, the weakening curse could theoretically just kill this guy instantly.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
We love to see that, man. That was awesome. That was incredible. Get back over here. Come back here. Come on, I wasn't done with you. Alright, and she's not gonna attack, she's just gonna remove her own blight. Like, everything's lining up perfectly.
Sedated.
Alright, awesome. Oh, well. Okay.
Obliterated.
Bleed charm, plus 20% bleed
Seize
resist.
this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I'm not taking that. I don't have the space. We have a secret room and a boss we're going to go up against. We're never going to have room to take this home. I'm not going to lose sleep over an item that I know I'm never going to have the space for. Although, would I rather have plus 20% debuff resist or plus 20% bleed resist? I think I already had a debuff charm. I'll switch. It's a marginal change. It doesn't actually matter. They're probably both going to get tossed, I'll be honest with you folks.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
And this is how that happens. You know, you just take a crest over it. I mean, I could keep it and then just say to heck with the gold and toss the gold, but all of these items still serve a purpose, and we're only halfway through the mission, or a third of the way through the mission, and we still have to go to that treasure room. I just don't see a world where we end up keeping all of this. You know what I mean? Like, if I had been burning my torches at this point, then I would have a spot for the bleed charm. But the thing is, at that stage, I'm going to end up tossing it probably for the item we're going to get out of the treasure room anyway. And honestly, I would rather not use my torches right now if I can avoid it, because I don't want to burn 6 torches on the trip back to this hallway when there's no enemies here, and just have my torch light up for no reason, burning when there's no enemies here to attack us anyway. Be aware his hidden abilities lower the light level. Be aware his hidden... Wait. Be aware his abilities lower... Oh, you're talking about the occultist, yeah. This is even one more reason not to do that right now. We'll just get all the way through this, and we'll come back. Hunger check, it's fine. Now we have extra space. We get into this next room. And now we could... We'll burn some torches here. Use the treasure key, which gets rid of one more slot, which is great.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
So we got 3 puzzling trapezohedrons, which is an incredible thing. That's going to make this trip worth it just by itself. Even though we're going to fight a boss, obviously it's worth it anyway, but that's great. Although you always like to find those at the end of the mission, because then you can make an informed decision about what other things you can drop, because you're full on your items and you already know what you have. Okay. Board humans is not the easiest thing, although we do have a guy that deals with those guys. That's nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I'm gonna take out the bat guy. Those guys use the blanket fire ability, and I hate it. Alright, Demon Pool here. Or Demon. Pronunciation may vary. Slice and dice.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay, He-Man. Double crit. Well, we're doing so good that a double crit, it hurt, but it doesn't even matter.
Broken.
It's barely any stress.
Maintain the
That was the first time we've
offensive.
even been really hit this entire mission. Let's heal. That's how much damage we're dealing just outright. Like,
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
we're doing so much raw damage that it doesn't even matter that we just got double crit on, because it's like the first time we've even been touched this mission. Oh, it always catches me off guard. Yeah, you're referring in reference to the occultist ability earlier. Yeah, for sure. Doesn't matter. Oh, we missed. Yeah, they do have a dodge, don't they? 15 dodge? Sure. Take out a back one, I guess.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I almost wish I had an ability that could hit 2 targets here. I do, but missile artillery can't, because that wouldn't matter no matter what we did there. Demon's Pull, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Q is probably a good choice here.
Another one falls.
That's good. That was nice, dude. Web, sure. Sure. We're having a good mission here. This is going extremely well. I guess I'll heal. Maybe he bleeds. Yeah.
Be gone,
But
fiend.
the fight's over, so it won't even matter. Oh my god, and a ruby. I'm gonna take the ruby. The ruby is marginally better than the jade, right? Because the jade gives you, that's 1,400 gold, and we're almost to a full stack. It maxes out at like just slightly above a max stack of normal gold. Because 375 times 10 is 3,750 divided by 2 would put you at, yeah. So you're talking about very marginal, 1875. That's what this maxes out to be. It's not that great, really, with a full stack of these. Whereas a ruby, it's already almost the same amount as a stack of jade. I'm not necessarily saying we're going to drop the stack of jade, but what I'm saying is min-max wise, we've already got 3 guaranteed stacks of 3,500. You could make the argument that I could just drop the crests and then just keep the stack of jade, and I'd be on for that, but I also just kind of want to get rid of the holy water. I don't really care about the holy water here. I brought those to try to find more things. I might even just get rid of the anti-venom. Whatever. Ha!
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We got ourselves another, look at all these random curios in this room. Well, that's not really a curio, that's just annoying. But, we got ourselves an extra... What was I trying to say there? An extra 4 crests, which was kind of a nice little find there, considering that's what we could stack. Ugh. Now we want to get rid of something.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I think it's the bandages, which is insane. Or is it the medicinal herbs? The thing about the medicinal herbs is it gives us extra food if we find a thing that does it. The thing about the bandages is it makes sure that we don't get caught off guard by a bleed that just bites us real hard. Yeah, I mean, I could get rid of the boots. I mean, it's an argument to be made. 20% move resistance is terrible. I was more looking at it as money. In all fairness, this is about 1,100 gold, I think, when you sell it. Slightly better than, like, you know, a random jewel that you'll pick up, so it's fair. I could get rid of that. I'll do that. I'm super tempted just to go down here and fight these guys, just because we're doing so well. I could just milk some extra fights. Oh look, use for the shovel here. Nice, another jade.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Look at that. Leave the last citrine. That worked out real nice. Got a full stack of jade now. No, these guys aren't that scary unless they get to attack the same character like three times in a row. They can stack like 6 bleed. It can just be awful. Take out one that hasn't attacked yet.
Back to the pit.
Can't believe that bounty hunter got to attack before 2 dogs. 2 people got to attack before the dogs. That's wild. 3 did.
Executed with impunity.
These guys have pretty high base speed. I'm surprised about. I'm like really surprised. Huh. Yeah, I'll probably camp right before the boss. That's the thinking process right now.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I do want to take another stack of gold because here soon we're gonna run out of another thing here. But I mean, I can leave 200 gold. It's fine. I'm not gonna take things. I'm not gonna drop anything for 1 portrait. I've got enough portraits at home. Okay, that's fine. He hasn't taken any stress at all yet so far. Okay, and some poison here. Come on, man. Look, watch where you're walking.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I might rest here because I think this altar gives you like extra damage or something. Let's just Iron Swan the back because these guys are annoying. Extra stress for no reason. Get them out of here. I'm good. All right, and then I'll demons pull this guy. I just want to get rid of these guys. The tanks aren't necessarily a threat. It's really these 2 front guys like I want to deal with.
A singular strike.
That looked a lot better than I anticipated. Killing one with exact damage and then critting on the only one behind him is more than I deserved. And we're getting dodges. This game sometimes, man, sometimes you just get absolutely brutalized. That mission we had a few missions ago where I just couldn't get lucky at all. Like it was bad. And then this time I just feel like everything's going our way. It's crazy. It just gives and takes away. Let's just weaken him because he's going to die if I weaken him once from the bleed. And then you can focus him down. And then we're just done. Sure, whatever. He's gonna bleed out, I don't care. Alright,
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Another shovel. Yeah, these citrines, man. Look at how much money I found. I might actually throw my torches away. I'm going to. I'm gonna throw out my torches here. Let's burn the last one we have here, sure. Take the money. And I think this thing normally buffs you. If you have a holy water, I think it really buffs you because it's an altar, but I'm gonna try it without. Sure, 20 stress isn't that big a deal. I'm pretty sure you can hit this with holy water. That's okay. Random hunger checks, they love those. It's better to that happen now than later, so sure, I'll burn a random torch off of a stand. That's nice.
Fortune, waiting to be spent.
We dumped the rest of our torches, so that's nice. All right, last big fight before the boss. Throw everything at him, and then we will camp and eat big. And that stress, that one guy who has stress on him, makes sense. The game really knows. The game's like, oh, he has stress on him, we'll throw it all on the same guy. You can't convince me they don't do that on purpose. All right.
Impressive.
The crit was impressive. Just kill the guy who hasn't attacked yet. Okay. I think I'll just Iron Swan the bad guy here. Or I guess I can kill the guy who hasn't attacked. That's just as well, I guess. Nice dodge. Okay, a few choices here, but I think I'll just wipe the bad guys. Chop this guy. Get him out of here. There's our portraits coming back.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I'm gonna go ahead and camp. Take the portraits.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Remove the stress. No food left, but the upside is we now have a way to carry more items. Tracking. I wish we had a way to protect ourselves from nighttime ambush, but I don't think we do. If it happens, it happens, and then we're gonna get our leper's gonna go to the very back. You mark my words. They're gonna put this dork in the front, and everybody else is gonna get pushed to the back. Watch. They're gonna troll us. Extra crit for the next 4 battles seems fine. Extra accuracy for the next battles. Less chance of being surprised. Extra damage to 1 companion. I guess I will select. Sure. All right. Anything else we can do here? No, we're not doing that. Let's remove some stress from somebody. Sure. Anybody have a 1? Minus 25% stress plus 5 to everybody else. I think I'm good. Actually, how much stress do you have? 29? Give everybody else 1 or 5 or something? It's actually not bad. Remove 25? Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Got really lucky there. Cool. Go to sleep. Please, attack me at night. Let's go. Really be annoying about it.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh, we're out of treasure keys here, which sucks, but whatever. It's trapped! Okay, it's a big chest. Normally the big chests are good, even if you don't have a key. That's pretty wild.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Okay. 2 empty crates. You suck, game. Alright. She's ready because she has Iron Swan. She's in that slot. Okay, I think we're as good as we're going to be. The torch went down one, which sucks, but it is what it is. Let's go.
A marvel of technology. An engine of destruction.
Alright, stun this guy here. Stunning the guy who can shoot this thing. Everybody else focus on killing. Cool. What's this? Its protection is 20? Yeah, so I want to remove its armor. It didn't work. Oh, it has debuff. It has debuff resist.
Keen ears.
Good lord!
Vision.
Chill.
The end approaches.
I'm good. Alright. Calling reinforcements, huh? It's okay. Alright, here we will kill this guy, or I will try to, just outright. Just stop it from playing its minigame entirely here. Okay, he's got, what, 4 rounds of bleed? Eh, whatever. Cheese game. Just kill this thing. Kill this guy here.
Well struck.
So we're killing the human so that whenever he reinforces, he only gets to reinforce one guy, I think, at a time. I think that's how it works. I think it is. Okay, 2, whatever, but not that big of a deal. Okay, I don't know how that didn't kill him. Now we will kill this guy, and everybody else will, where possible, you will always attack the body. Okay, well that sucks. We're not gonna let this guy ever do what he wants to do, so that's fine. Not bothered by that. Cool. The guy that shoots is not gonna get to shoot. I'm not gonna let him do it. Everybody else, any additional damage beyond killing the people that's left, we will use on the thing. We will heal, I guess. No more bleed, please. Cool. That's fine. Heal it. Not an incredible amount of damage, but we'll take it. Whatever, dude. She only summoned 1 this time. Look at that. Real good for us. This shouldn't work, but it is damage to it. I didn't expect to remove any resistances, but he doesn't deal damage to that guy, so sure. You just keep the guys dead. Everybody else will destroy the cannon.
The ground quakes.
Yep. Going well. Going well. Okay. Take everything else out. Besides that, kill the humans. Get back over here. I don't want you back there. I'm killing you. You need to die. No humans. Just kill the humans. Nice cannon. Who cares? It'd be a shame if your cannon could never shoot, ever. Alright. Let's end this thing.
The brigands are undone. Our family crest is once again a symbol of strength.
Healing and armlet. Heavy boots is fine. Extra money is fine. We don't. Then from here, I'll take the healing armlet. Value-wise, I don't think there's really. Getting hit by the cannon really sucks. Yeah, that's why I didn't even allow it. You saw it, because I remember. I'm like, nope. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna stop that from happening. I'm not even gonna allow it. But you saw it there. I knew. Because, like, I've played against a few of these bosses in the past, and I've kind of figured out, it's like, all right, what if he never gets to do what he wants to do? But you saw, right? Like, that was my strategy going into it. I was like, I think this will work, because I've done it in the past. He just stunned the cannoneer. And I'm sure for a second it was like, well, yeah, but every single time you do it, the guys just respawn. You're never getting anywhere. It was like, no, but occasionally I'd get a hit in. And then there was a one round where, like, he only spawned one guy, and then I got to hit it twice, and then it was just over. I think this is actually the best combination of things we can do here. This is 70. This is 50 gold here. This is 60. Yeah, this is the best. All in all, a pretty good run on that one. I feel a lot better about that mission than the last one that we had. The last one was pretty brutal. But we got that cross, which is going to be really good when we go fight in the Cove, or when we go fight against any kind of a big boss. Walked away with some decent deeds. I feel really good about that mission. Look at that money we got, too. Walked out with 22,000. That's solid. Level 3 guys, or 4 guys level 3, even better. We made it to that next tier here, Warren's Adventure. Actually, that might be good, because he could bring Palmero with us to the Warrens when we go, well, no, never mind. We can't fight against the Swine Prince with the level 3s. All these guys are now out of that range. Got rid of Ruined Explorer and replaced it with Stress Heal Received. Okay. It's a like for like. They're both okay.
Perhaps things are not as bad as they seem.
That laugh, man. One good week, and while the campaign continues to drag on, recent events have emboldened the standing roster. Confidence is reported to be at an all-time high. All heroes gain 200% stress heal received. All right. Idols. Idle ones, not everybody. Isn't that what it said? They just gain... Wait, hold on. All idle heroes plus 200% stress heal received. Do characters lose stress from being idle? I thought they had to be... I thought you had to have, like, the puppet theater. Like, idle stress relief in town is increased by 10 per week. So there is a base. Oh. That's something I didn't remember or maybe ever know. That's cool to know. What is this saying here? Oh, right, they all have that icon in their corner so they can all get de-stressed. Yeah, small base amount. Yeah, I didn't know that. What have we got in here? Another Berserk Charm. I like Berserk Charm. I like Sun Ring. I've already got 2 of those. I've already got a Survival Guide. All these items I already have. I don't need any of them. Although I do like the Berserk, Charm. Plus 3 speed, it's great. Plus 15% damage, it's great. Extra stress does suck. Minus 5 accuracy sucks. The Virtue Chance I don't even care about. It's like 5 or so, yeah. Ooh, look at the Arbalists. Hippocratic. Natural Eye. Wait, missed the spot. Minus 2% crit. That does kind of suck. Yeah, we're going to take her. In town will never drink. I actually like this character. I like this character. Yep. Extra action and range skills. All of her abilities are ranged. It's the perfect role on her. And she has Rallying Flare. Well, actually, I say that. She's not level 2. It's just we wouldn't bring her against the Swine Prince. Yeah, she's probably the obvious pick here. What does she got? Clutch Hitter, plus 5% crit if your health is low. Manic for money, demonic... Nah, not cut from the same cloth. This one's good.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
Not a fan of this Houndmaster. I think Evasive is very, very, very mediocre. Like, this is a drop in the sea in terms of like actual dodge, because you have to remember, if I have an ability that has a base accuracy of 85 and my opponent has a dodge amount of 15, 85 minus 15, it's a 70% chance that the ability is still going to hit, right? Accuracy minus dodge is total percent chance to hit. Evasive is plus 5 dodge. Okay, it's an incredibly small amount. I don't think it matters that much. If it was like plus 10, I think it would start to matter, but of course, it wouldn't be a quirk at that point. Now you're talking marbles. But then I think the argument can be made that I just think dodge in general across this game, like for items and stuff, is just not that great. Like the Arbalist plus 10 marbles, I just don't think is as good as like plus 5 accuracy. I just don't think in general that's that good. Ruined Scrounger, Cove Scrounger. Weak grip on life. I don't really care about that so much. Assess the material things. That's funny. Well, she is, because that's a whole antiquarian's thing, right? I actually think this is pretty solid. All kinds of scouting nonsense. You could just throw a thing on her. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. Serviceable. We'll take her.
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
Now, the choice could be made here. I could either upgrade the armor smithing right now, which is definitely a goal, because we want to go over to the stagecoach, and we want to be able to upgrade the experienced recruits here. And that's what we're waiting on, is that next level. But then there's also the argument to be made that, you know, just decreasing the total cost of it whenever we do upgrade is great, because then we can keep our total cost down in general. But I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't need to, like, level it that much higher. It's already one tier higher anyway.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
And then here we can now upgrade the experience recruits. So now we will have a higher chance of seeing people that are a higher level. And so we don't have to start from ground 1-0 every single time we hire somebody, which is good.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
And everybody else will just remove stress casually by hanging around in town, it said this week. So I'm not going to worry about putting anybody through stress relief stuff. Anybody who has 0 stress, this might be a good opportunity to put them in a treatment ward and start locking quirks, if I wanted to. Hippocratic I liked before. I don't know. Might not be worth it. We've done that a few times, got bitten for it. I don't know. I might just go with the money I have and just hold what I have, because the money I have actually is in pursuit of the goal of eventually, I'd love to get the bank. I think the bank's like 40 or something like that. So how many is it that you need for the bank? 40, like, portraits or something? 50 portraits. All right, so we're not too far away. I mean, we're not too far away from that. We've reached it almost multiple times now. But now I'm no longer trying to upgrade all these other things that I think are more of a priority. So saving our money now has a double value. You know, it can help us buy better things, but also it keeps us kind of close to our goal of getting that bank. Well, I don't want to hear you guys constantly complain that you're not ready for this mission or can't do this mission. I know that. Okay, so in terms of things that we can go and do, I already have a sniper's ring, although the gentle tide's funny, because then it will make the next mission easier there. I've never used the brawler's gloves. I think they're fine. 25% damage if in position 1 is fine. I actually think it's pretty solid on a crusader and pretty solid on a leper, because both those characters do raw damage that has lowered base percentage on crits. Like, if I was using the Crusader here, if you look at this ability right here, Zealous Accusation, it already has minus 4% crit on a character who has 4 base percent crit. So this ability literally does not crit at all. But it is but it does the full raw. I said that wrong. But it would almost do the full raw damage to 2 targets if you gave him the Berserker's gloves, or they're Berserker's gloves, Brawler's gloves. Plus 25% damage. Suddenly, like, you're hitting for, like, what was it? The minus, was it 40% we said? And then after gaining multiple levels in it, that'll even get less extreme. But 25% off. So he's dealing 85% base damage to the first 2 front people. It's basically hitting 2 people for full, almost. That's okay. I mean, it's not incredible, but it's okay. On an ability that's never going to crit anyway, you can basically have a Zealot's Accusation, like, kind of run. I think the only item in this entire group that I'm even remotely interested in... Hold on. Grave Robber Talisman? Oh, this one's actually really good. Plus 12 dodge is... Plus 10 accuracy is good, though. We already have some good items on the Grave Robber. I guess they're okay. I can't really say Absinthe is that great. The problem is, the Holy Orders, I think, might be literally the worst, very rare item in the game. And I've been talking about how I want to beat the Swine Prince. I want to fight the Swine Prince. I want to fight the Swine Prince. But every single time he rolls something terrible. Yeah, he hasn't had a single item that I've wanted. This item is just terrible. Plus 15% virtue chance. That's the icing on the cake. It's the good thing. The thing that makes you excited. It's supposed to be. Not excited by virtue chance in general. Minus 20% stress. Solid. Plus 12% death blow resist. Okay, cool. On a character who's super tanky, who I don't really want to be close to death. I'm going to be trying to keep him up in health, right? I don't really want him to be low. Minus 20% bleed resist and plus minus 20% blight resist on a tank? No. I just think this is one of the worst one of the worst very rare items in the game. I'm just not a fan. You know, I could, if that's the case, I could just go here now. How many dudes do we have that now have the Crimson Curse? 2? I could just bring a few Crimson Curse guys and say to heck with it. This is a veteran level mission. No, I can't do that. They're not ready for that. Let's go beat him. Let's go take out Mr. Swine Prince and his stupid Wilbur friend. We've actually had a nice run of it today. I've already beat, I think, 3 bosses just today. So I beat the Sodden crew, or the crew, the Sun King guys, and then I beat the Hag, and then now we just beat the Brigand 8-pounder. So now if I go beat the Swine Prince, I'll have beat 4 bosses in one day, which would be hilarious. Alright, let's go ahead and load up with some dudes that are level 2 if we have any more. I think I said I was going to bring Ligonier because she can really help us with... we got to make sure that we take skeet shots so we can clear marked targets. And remove Wilbur's little dumb thing. That's something I learned in the past. You can remove Wilbur's stupid mark. After that, we're almost out of choices, aren't we? Because everybody's hit the level 3 now. We could bring Evil, but if we bring Evil, there's a chance we'll attract the crazy fanatic guy. But it's not the worst thing, because all of our guys are pretty high in level already. Maybe we just go and say, the heck with it. And then I'll bring, do I bring Theon? If I bring Theon, I don't know if the Swine Prince can be stunned. I would guess no, because he's like Titan. He's like huge. I don't know. The reason I'm thinking this is because Theon actually has, we brought him, well, first off, he's one of the higher damage characters we have just at base. Like, if you just look at, like, he's level 2. So the thing about him is, like, I have 2 items that increase his base stun, so... No, bosses can be stunned. Quite a few bosses that I've already stunned just today. They have a higher base stun for sure, but... I mean, the Brigand 8-pounder you can't stun, he's a cannon. But I stunned the Sodden crew just today. I stunned the Apprentice Necromancer multiple times. And it's a percentage question too, because like this guy has already a base 110% chance to stun, and then if you add on top of that, I'm super curious if I want to. I'm like a part of my brain from my memory in the past. I know the Swine Prince is Eldritch. Like, I know he's Eldritch, right? Nope, he's a beast. Huh. I was pretty sure he was Eldritch. That's alright. The reason I was thinking about that was because I was wondering whether or not, you know, bringing like a ethereal crucifix might be worth anything, but yeah, like, I mean, all the bosses in the game have variable amounts of stunning chance, but like, you know, obviously they have a higher chance of dodging it than others, but they can still be stunned. Especially when you're bringing, like, if I bring a character like this, and he's got 110% base stun, and then you stack on top of that a padlock of transference, which increases his, you know, stun chance higher, and then you add on top of that an item like this, the broken key, plus 35% base stun skill chance. You put this item with this item, and now all of a sudden this dude is running around with 20, 30, 40, 55 plus 110. He's running around with 165% chance to stun on this ability. Is it if the enemy, let's say I don't know what the Swine Prince has, let's say it has 100 or 80, maybe 120% chance to like block his stun, he can still be stunned. I'm just trying to figure out whether it's... I don't know if he gets multiple moves or not in a turn. And stun gets incredibly bad whenever your enemy has like 2 or 3 or 4 moves. I don't know if anybody's ever had 4 moves. That would be awful. But my goal originally was to bring the Houndmaster, but I leveled him up. Ugh. We have no real way of blighting him. And no way of marking him anymore either. Because all the guys I was going to bring to do that got leveled up because I had no other choice than to bring them because I kept getting trolled by other bosses having better items. I guess I could theoretically just bring 2 Arbalists and just have them constantly healing and removing marks. I could do that. That'd be funny. I don't know. Maybe this is still a better choice, though. Oh, no, he's got Beast Hater. This guy's got Beast Hater. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, sure. Yeah, I'm here for this. Let's just go with this comp. All right. Only downside is if we get attacked by old religious fanatic, that'll suck. But it is what it is. Again, we'll put the surgical gloves on this guy because I don't really see a downside to getting moved on this character because he can just put himself back up front whenever he wants. We'll put... I want to roll Martyr Seal at him. We're just not at the point where we need to min-max damage right now. We don't really have a healer to get him off death's door. But for now, I'll just stick with what I got. I'm not too worried about that. Let's put some powerful stuff on this guy. Give him, of course... Oh, no. This is a bad situation. Oh, never mind. It's not as bad as I thought. We've got Sniper's Ring, and they're not going to move her. So the thing is, remember, she's got rabies, and I intentionally never got rid of it, because even though it gives minus 10 accuracy, I can offset that with an item that gives increased accuracy, and then she's going to have plus 15% damage base, and another plus 4% crit. So I'm going to use rabies to our advantage here. So she's going to help us absolutely obliterate this guy. And then I can also give her additional range skill percentage if I wanted. She's already got 105% base hit on this. Subtract away 10, add an extra 15. Now she's sitting at 110, right? She's got 110% accuracy base on this ability, which, you know, the enemy has dodge or anything like that. She's pretty high likelihood she'll hit. So that makes me think he should probably be rolling with the focus ring. Oh, I might not have taken it off of people. I might not have taken all my items off of people last round. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, I didn't. That's okay. Put this back on him. Oh, I might have actually already had that item on him, didn't I? We'll put Dismiss's head on this guy. I know a second ago I actually had the surgical gloves on him, but these are just objectively better. On this guy, we'll put the double stuns, and then on her, I can either... I think the Sniper's Ring is good. I could also pick something like another Berserker's Charm is fine. I could probably do that. It's more damage right now. Seems fine. It's either that or, again, like something utility-based. I mean, I'm not, like, in love with the survival guide, but this character doesn't really need a lot. She's already pretty good as she is. But extra percentage damage is fine. That's fine. She's going to do a lot of raw damage on our team. We're pretty good here. Let's make sure we have everybody leveled up and make sure we don't screw up something that we about screwed up just now. I'm glad I was paying extra close attention. We never unlocked her skeet shot. That's the core reason why we're bringing her. Because she will remove all those stupid marks that Wilbur throws on us. Well, she won't remove them from herself, which is not trivial. That's a big deal. But we'll have an okay, or we'll have an out on, we'll have, Redeem, hopefully, to make up for that. I might actually consider getting rid of this ability and unlocking Reclaim instead to make sure nobody goes on Death's Door and has no recourse to get back from it. Although Exsanguinate's insane. Heal for 34% of max HP, minus 25% healing, minus 25% healing received, and, you know, on skills. But this is like literally like the best base heal in the game. It's the strongest heal in the game. It has a 3% chance of crit too, which is hilarious. But he can heal for an enormous amount of damage. This is a wild transfer power. But I think I want to keep these two because they're really strong core bread and butter. Let's go ahead and unlock Reclaim though with them. And then we'll also take our, I'm going to take this because this double heals people. It's a super defensive ability, but we already have two, like, just core solid abilities that'll get us there. The Musketeer does have Mark, yes. But I didn't... yeah, she's got an ability that consumes Mark, and then she has the ability to, like, do that. But, the main thing is I want to give her this Skeet Shot ability here because this will remove marks from our own teammates, which is the core reason why she's really good here. It also arbitrarily sometimes removes a little stress, which is kind of funny. But it clears stuns, it clears marks, it's pretty solid. He's got his stuff leveled up, she's got her stuff leveled up. He's got the abilities he'll be using leveled up. He's not coming with us, I don't even know why I'm talking about him. Where's the other guy? Oh yeah, he's a... Well, he's a level 1. That's right. Maybe we shouldn't be bringing Evil. I'm like severely underestimating how much he's going to be able to do it with us being level 1. It's okay. It's okay. Alright. Evil, we'll have to watch out for Evil because Evil's already sitting on 40 stress, but that's okay. We'll just focus on killing people as fast as possible and just get through this sucker. Alright. Let's get on in there. Yeah, got this boss. Get those junk holy orders I don't care about. Yeah, sheesh. Just haven't been able to roll a better option in there, so... Yeah, he's just going to be a stunner. Constantly puking on people with this padlock of transference. We won't be using much of that, though, because this guy's not very good in this mission in general, because the Warrens is filled full of, you know, people who are weak against bleed, not blight. But the upside is, though, he's going to be able to stun for days, and this ability does do a decent 40% damage. It's pretty high for a melee ability that is stunning. And he has the Beast Hater that's going to make up for part of that. So he's going to be dealing like 60% of a normal hit and stunning every time he hits. So I'm still happy with this. The other two guys are going to do most of our damage. I really wish this dud hitter wasn't on here, though. That really sucks. Lowers his crits to basically 0% when he's below a certain amount of health. That really sucks. That's okay, though. I still think it's funny. Evil's rolling around with 0 bad quirks. Earlier, he picked up one. Since the very beginning of the game, he's never had one. Picked up one, immediately got rid of it on accident from another curio. I was like, okay, this dude is a perfectionist. All right, let's get in there. Wait, what? Some of your heroes not have all their combat skills equipped? How did that happen? Oh, I never selected. Oh, I unselected all of his abilities. How did I do that? What? Well, I'm glad the game told me. My God. Alright. This is a medium mission, so I usually try to bring 12 to a medium mission, but we also don't have a dedicated healer. She does a little healing. I'll bring a few extras, but this is also the Warrens, so medicinal herbs will usually end up giving us a few extra food. We'll bring a few holy water, a few skeleton keys, medicinal herbs. I already grabbed a few of those. Bandages, a few anti-venoms. This location has a lot of just really random dumb junk that can affect you. Get our shovels here. No more than 3 is probably necessary. Honestly, 3 keys, 3 shovels is probably fine for most missions, but I haven't really been needing a 3rd key. I think one time we've seen it matter. Last mission we saw like a 3rd. We brought 3 with us and needed a 4th. It happens. And then after that, we'll grab our torches. I think we're good. An argument could be made that I need another shovel, but I'm shaving $250 off. Sue me. All right, we got everything right. Everybody's got their items. All right, little miss 0 accuracy. Let's see how you do. I've been talking you up for multiple episodes about how good I think you'll be having rabies. Let's see if you make me look bad.
The ways and rituals of blood sacrifice are difficult to master. Those from beyond require a physical vessel if they are to make the crossing into our reality. The timing of the chants is imperative. Without the proper utterances at precise intervals, the process can fail spectacularly.
Before I start, because I'm probably going to cut this part out when I make my full videos, it's a quiet time in the game, I can say this to you. Steven, I thought I'd tell you this, you might think this is crazy. I was streaming a bit ago, and a few guys jumped in on Twitch and were talking to me, and I made a comment about how I really liked the narrator for this game, and how I thought it was really awesome what he did, like his voice was really good and all that, and I said, man, I'd be able to listen to an entire audiobook based on this guy. One of the guy goes, oh, really? That's cool that you say that because the dude has his own YouTube channel where he does narrate books. And I was like, huh? And he's like, yeah, go look him up. His name is Wayne Jude. Yeah, go check this guy out. His name is Wayne Jude. Interest of and related to audio producer, narrator, vocalist, and drummer, Wayne Jude. And on his own channel, he's got featured channels, Red Hook Studios, which is the people who made this game. Like, he actually does do audio readings. I just said it as a passing comment, and then somebody in the chat was like, yeah, dude, he does it. I was like, it's wild. Just thought it was funny. All right, let's get after this.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
I messed up. I just messed up. Well, you have to run straight to the Swine Prince. My guy's craving. I did not even realize that we had a guy that needed... We have 2 guys with the Crimson Curse. How did I miss that? Well, that sucks. Dang it. Oh my. What did I just do? Okay, so I used holy water on it, and it did not like holy water. Okay. I just guessed I was trying something on it.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
We're taking the fastest beeline to the furthest location on the map from where we're standing now. I'm doing that because I want to make sure that I can beat this mission in case my guy... Oh! Well, there's a chance that we'll be able to get some blood by just killing these guys, which would be good. I hope so.
Destroyed.
Bile. If I hit him, it'd be great. Oh, yes!
Death by inches.
Yes! Alright, you get your turn, and you're hitting a guy that already has the blood. Oh, and he missed him. Couldn't have wrote that better. That was great. Never punish here. Hopefully we just get to crush this guy fast.
Continue the
Give us some blood?
onslaught.
No blood.
Destroy them all.
That sucks. If we find eggs, we need to take care of it. Because I don't want our guy to random hunger check super early, but alright.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I'm just trying to push to the end as fast as possible, because if this is the boss in the next room, yep, then at least we won't be stuck in a position where we're dying because of him craving food, or craving blood. I did not realize we didn't have any blood with us. That's so unfortunate. I did not notice that we had a few people with it. I've functionally avoided the Crimson Curse for most of this game by aggressively calling people who had it, so that was my mistake. Wow, that's a little amount of damage from him. I'm surprised. Sure. It's like a guaranteed stun. Alright, just kill a guy. Sure.
Decimated.
Right for 21. That guy was already dead. That's hilarious. He was already bleeding too. Sure. Nice miss. We'll take it. Alright.
Their formation is broken.
We want to kill them as fast as possible here, because I don't know if the Crimson Curse ticks on rounds or just footsteps, but I don't want to take more rounds than possible. I want to just get through this quick. That's fine.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, blood! Oh, look at that! Crimson Curse craving. That's really... And we're gonna get to feed him Bloodlust right before we go into a fight. 25% extra damage against this. Oh, that worked out real disgusting nice. We'll take it. Okay. We might have just... That was a heck of a roll, guys. That was awesome. Let's go.
It is a travesty. A blundering mountain of hatred and rage.
Yeah, it has a 100% chance, or 100% resistance to stun. But I can still hit it potentially. It resisted it. That's okay. But I'm just going to just waylay it, because it has a lot of health, but I have a lot of bleed, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, this is where I say, hope it'll let me, I should be able to remove the marks. If hopefully he doesn't get to go first. Lots of damage. Okay, so I should be able to skeet shot here, remove all the marks from my own teammates. 5 pound stealth, sure. Skeet shot should be able to remove. Yep, remove. Look at that. Remove the marks and remove their stress. Wild flailing, small amount of damage. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. You see how little Do you see how much that trivialized his mini game? That's awesome. Because I remember being like, what do I do against these marks? And I read her ability, I was like, what? Now she can focus on helping him out. Removing all those stupid debuffs. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky and get a stun on him. I'm just gonna keep trying until I get it once. Look at stun! We stunned him! That's what I said, I stunned him. You can stun him. That's what I said. You can do it. And that would have been bad too, because he was about to attack and we hadn't got the chance to remove the marks. In this one. In these two. In this one. Shut up, Wilbur. No one cares about what you think. Yes! Yes! Oh, Swine Prince, get out of here. Now I'm not going to do it because this round he's going to have a 150% chance to do it, so now I'm just going to puke on him. Sure. And then here I will remove it again, I think, here. I could probably just try to kill him. He's at what? 15 damage. He's going to take 15 bleed per round for the next 5 rounds. He's already dead in the next 2 rounds. Just an absurd amount of bleed on him. I'll remove the mark. I don't want to take a chance that he just accidentally cheekily kills my leper for no reason. Hit me for a little bit of damage. 9, sure. Into this one. No, Wilbur, you will not end me. I've got an ace up my sleeve here. He's just gonna die from bleed. All right, I'm just gonna heal him, heal her, because he's dead already. He'll bleed out on his own here. And I'm actually gonna attack if I can. Can I reach Wilbur? I can't. That's fine. I was gonna attack Wilbur because it won't even matter. Even when it gets to the big guy's turn, he's gonna die. He's gonna bleed out. Let's attack Wilbur now. Well, what the heck? He should have died from a tick. That's not how that works. He should have just died already.
More horrible in death. Liquefaction cannot come soon enough.
Okay, that's interesting. We just learned something. And that's good to know that now, rather than later where it could really end up mattering. It doesn't count as a turn if you attack Wilbur when the big guy, when the Swine Prince attacks. When the Swine Prince attacks, he attacks regardless of whether or not he has a turn or not if you're hitting Wilbur. That's good to know. Okay. Something I never knew. Let's get our health back real quick. Let Wilbur do whatever he's gonna do. Sure, squeal, whatever. Squealing for 1 damage, stunning, and just a bunch of random stuns. It's so funny. All right, now I'm gonna use this crazy heal here. Heal us both. Yep. Okay.
Obliterated.
Well, okay, my leper wanted the fight to be over. What can you do?
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
All right, we're gonna keep on pressing here. We beat it already, so let's just go knock out some more enemies. Spiders.
Be gone, fiend.
It's so funny. Like, I remembered. I was like, I think Wilbur's kind of a pain, but like, I think you can beat him if you just
Back to the pit.
remove his like mini game, his marked mini game, if I remember right. Oh yeah. Definitely worked out exactly as planned. Alright, we'll just heal for a bit. Patch up a little bit, because we got punished real hard by that one attack. You can see how bad that is, that rage thing that he did to us.
Another one falls.
I think if you kill Wilbur, it might calm him down, maybe, or maybe it's one of those sneaky things where if you kill Wilbur, he goes crazy forever. But he might also like calm down because he realizes like there's no hope anymore because his little buddy's gone. Maybe
driven into the mud.
I wonder if it's like that. Like, so back in the day, I remember playing Oblivion. You remember the Great Prince who was like so depressed once he found out he was half vampire that he wanted to die, and he didn't even fight you inside of the arena. I wonder if it's like that, where like if you kill Wilbur, if the Swine Prince just gives up. But with this game, I doubt it. He probably just is strong. Gets a buff or something.
A blazing star is born.
All right, let's take out the back two here. Bleed him out a bit.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
All right, what's this guy's? He's just gonna die in 2 rounds. I might stun him though anyway. because he's the one that affects us with all kinds of stupid little ailments that are annoying. That's 2 crits in a row on that character's heal, which is incredible. And you can see like the extra that was doing for us.
Festering fear.
That extra heal was really nice. That was 16 heal off of just 2 uses of that. Okay. Even bled him, huh? Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of that though. 17. Good lord. What's his bleed? 4? This will just kill him. Just finish him off.
Slowly, gently.
Sure, she'll heal herself, so that's okay. Unless you get stunned. Nice. Alright, heal her again. And then you'll heal yourself, and then after that we will kill this guy. Ironically, I don't want to heal.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Nice. We'll take the sapphire here. How much food we got? Quite a bit, actually. I could probably be greedy. I might even just camp real quick. Why not, right? I have that luxury. I could just do it. At this stage, I'm just going through and just finding random things. Ah, this is actually nice. Holy water works on this.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Random hunger check cheese. Okay, no enemy here. I might step out in the hallway just to see what's in this hallway. Sure. I think I have another... Oh, I don't, do I? Nah, I don't. I'm not gonna do it again. Go inside. I thought I actually had one. I don't. I'm just fighting the fight here. Nice. Yeah, they're surprised too. Extra resources, extra enemies, stuff like that. You know, it's worth it. But he's just dead. Stun him. It was nice to actually showcase the stun on a boss like that to show how it works, because it does work.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yes, it is. Ball and chain here, huh? Chill, Mr. Bloodlust. Give us 4. Yeah, he's dead already. Cool. I might just heal. Okay. 9 stress. I don't really care about that too much. Wait, absolution here? I might. Just take care of stress while we can here before the...
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Just heal people up. Why not? We're in a really, really controlling position right now. Heal and remove stress. Something I've always thought was very weird, decision-wise, game-wise. You notice Absolution is the same ability
Inspiration
as
and improvement.
Same ability as Solemnity, right? Solemnity heals and removes stress, and Absolution heals and removes stress. They're like the same ability. Kind of, they don't usually do that. It's kind of weird. The only character in the game I can think of that has that. Oh crap! He wants blood.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, look at all an extra ruby here. Okay. I'm just gonna use the food. Take the money here. I might get rid of the vials too here. Just press. We don't have any. That's fine. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. That's alright. We're gonna just try to go through the rest of this mission if we can get away with it, but there's a very real chance we don't have to leave because he's craving. I don't want him to die from just being thirsty. That was such a fortunate time for him to be like thirsty, you know, and have the Crimson Craving. Like against a boss. Let's see if he gets 2 in a row. Nope. See if he gets blood a second time. We're not gonna worry about that. Another hunger check, really? I might actually fight these guys. Intentionally. We want to kill this dude in the back, remember. He's annoying. is he can run and bring a bunch of random mosquitoes, which is always a tedious thing. All right, that's a decent amount of damage. Stunned him as well. All right, we'll just shoot him.
Annihilated.
Annihilated. Yeah, let's get him out of here. All right, not a perfect round, but that's fine. It's fine. He's already got the Crimson Curse. Don't really care. We're really doing this because we're hoping to find blood. That's why we're doing it. Sucks, but it's all right. It was a non-zero chance that she got the Crimson Curse there. I'm not too worried about it.
Eradicated.
Yeah. Oh, 3 blood.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We will take it. Let's just drop the torches. I don't care about the torches. Let's go. We go torchless for a little while. There's no real danger left on the map, so. What is your ability to take apart traps here? You've got a 70% chance and you've got a 60%. It might be worth stepping into this hall. Whoa. Look at that, man. 2 treasure rooms. Are we out of keys? We still got keys too. Good. All right, let's go through the last few remaining rooms here. Oh. I knew a trap was coming. I just looked away for a second.
With a singular purpose.
Ah, it's annoying. Sure. Hit the tank. Bleed him out. Sure. Stress is not that big of a concern right now. We have no stress on our team right now. I'm alright with that. Okay. That sucks. He's already low in health. Oh, he dodged. Look at him. Look at you go. Stun the only guy that hasn't attacked yet. And you can try to kill him if possible.
Well struck.
We'll take it. And then maybe you can kill one of the bad guys. Close. Just kill him. He's almost dead. Let's just end him. Alright, and then stun the other guy, maybe? No, let's just end this guy. Sure. And then if we get a turn off here, if we get a chance for her to go over the leper, we didn't. I might still do it anyway. I'm not really healing for a heal here. I'm actually healing to skip a turn so I can take a turn off to heal my... Well, that looked a lot better than I anticipated. I did it just to get the heal. I didn't expect the crit heal. But it did have some upstream effects. Now we have less stress on him, which is great for us. So he's just dead. Whatever we do now is just extra. Huh. Yeah. Marvelous gloves. It's funny.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I don't care about that item really, but I guess I'll go ahead and use firewood here. Take this.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
We might get food checked, but I really don't care. We're done with this mission. We can leave whenever we want. I guess we'll give everybody some speed buffs, give herself some extra damage, give him the quickening, I guess. And then you can remove stress from people, probably. Minus 20 stress. Sure. And I think we gotta go now. We're done. I'm ready for battle. Let them come on. See if we get attacked in the middle of the night. We did.
Darkness closes in.
That's fine.
Haunting the
We
hearts
want
of
more
men.
things to do here. Switch us around. That's fine. Having the leopard in the back is worst case scenario, but we're still gonna be fine. All right. Bile on him.
Impressive.
Do damage where possible. All right, you run clear to the front because that's your thing. You slowly go to the front, which is the worst thing about you. We need to get the musketeer. If I can get the musketeer to go clear to the back in one move, I will. I don't know if she has 2 movements. It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Him being up front makes us much better. Yeah, going to the back, that'll make all the difference. We're fine. We're just fine.
Dazed, reeling,
It's fine.
about to break.
Not really concerned here. We're in a very strong position in this match, this map currently. This is a good example of like what happens whenever you're hyper prepared and you have like a lot of raw damage on your team. Sure, you don't want to be healed, that's fine. I can heal somebody else, it's fine. We'll get you next round. Kill the front guy. The other guys are just gonna die from bleed anyway. And that kind of showcases what I was talking about.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
That kind of showcases what I was talking about when I said that there is a value to being able to move 2 slots at a time. The value of moving 1 slot, moving 2 is insane. Just moving 2 is so great, because then you never get in a situation where you're like, man, these 2 guys went out of order, and now one guy wants to move forward, and then the other guy's going to waste his movement going forward, which is just literally wasting a turn. You can have some terrible situations happen like that. In this case, we didn't have to deal with that, which is nice. We actually had our... the Flagellant has the best movement in the game. He can move back 1 spot, but he can move forward 3. He is, like, excited. He's a fanatic. He's ready to go into battle and get hurt. And then she obviously is good at retreating. Sure. Hit the tank because he has protection. Bleed through it. Take out the front guy because he has raw health. Blood in the mud. Okay. She'll kill that guy when she gets to her turn. Might stun the front guy. And then she can... Actually, maybe I'll just have her heal. We're not really in any stress, and we're about to go into another room and fight again, so... Might just put us in a situation where we have the most amount of health necessary whenever we get up to a fight. Yeah, they're both just dead now. Any healing here is extra, so... Move our stress. This guy's plain... Look at this guy. He's like he just came new off the press. He has no downsides at all. Full health, full... No stress. Nice find.
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright, so... I don't care about food. We're not... I don't care. We're gonna get... At some point, we're gonna get food checked, and we're gonna take the stress in the face. I don't care. Doesn't even matter to me at this stage. We've got so many other items I'd rather be taking home, and we're so far ahead.
Precision and power.
They're just dead. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. We're ready. We're ready on this fight here, huh? Just kill him, I guess. Look at this, my god. Disgusting. It wasn't even close.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Interesting here. I guess we get rid of the medicinal herbs and start taking other things that, you know... Well, I guess if I'm gonna do that, I might as well use one of them to cure something. That's fine. Use one of our 4 keys. We keep finding them.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Earlier, if we just get those other 2 food, then we would have had another stack. That's hilarious. We already have an evasive incense, I think, right? Didn't we have that on a guy earlier? I don't think I need this. There's no more obstacles. Let's just get rid of the shovels. Alright, let's finish this off. We got one more treasure room to go through. If we get food, if we get, like, you know, checked, we get checked. 3 of our guys have Crimson Curse. Kill these guys. 3 of our guys have Crimson Curse. Kill them. What are they gonna do? Give me the Crimson Curse? Get out of here. I don't care. Hard to give me the Crimson Curse when you can't even, like, move, you know? And the reason I stunned him is because I think it makes him easier to hit. I don't know if the dodge... Oh, okay. 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 Look at you, game. Switching them around since you can't do anything. Okay. Just kill him.
A powerful blow.
Oh my god. Okay. Any extra blood? Extra Baron's
Remind
invitation.
yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
All right, item-wise here, we're not getting rid of any of these things. I don't care about the portrait too much. Strap it. Okay, get rid of the trap. Cool, it's nice. Got one more room to get through. If we get hunger checked, we get hunger checked. I don't care. We got so much. Look how much health we have. Doesn't even matter. Sure.
Gnawing hunger sets in, turning the body against itself, weakening the mind.
I knew they'd do that to us. I made the call before it even happened. All right, last room's gonna be a serious fight, and that's good. Be fun. Spiders. Not as serious as I thought it was gonna be. That was gonna be a group of big guys. Well, that was the ability I was going to use. So okay, we're just gonna absolution here. Just let him heal out. Let everybody else finish the game. Those guys are just gonna die from bleed anyway. And then I guess you could heal. Doesn't really matter here. We'll heal ourselves. This mission's over.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Sure. Final round. Hit.
A singular strike.
Oh my. Nice.
These nightmarish
So that's
creatures
not a
can
real
be
chest
felled. They
in
can
terms of
be
we don't
beaten.
we don't need keys for that, so we'll drop that. Then after that, the rest of these items are better than just keeping one jade around. So we'll keep this. We'll open this and just see what's in it. Probably nothing. Wow. Some extra money. We'll take it. Is this a random item that I'll sell for 1,100 gold better than anything else I have here? Better than a stack of 4 crests? Probably? 4 crests is the equivalent of 2 busts, which is the equivalent of... I think it's probably a good trade. And we're done. We're just gonna sell it immediately, but... Alright, so we walk out of there with a decent amount of money, decent amount of most things. Also killed the boss, you know. Cool. The Warren's Explorer. Well, he really likes that location. The scouting chance on the Warren's plus 10%. All right. Plus 10% scouting in the wheel. That's funny. Got 2 explorers over on our team now. All right.
Curiosity, interest, and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.
All right, what do we got going on in here? We got Perfectionist, which is terrible. Hard Skinned, which is okay, but not for this class. This class is hyper-focused on... This character has 15 dodge base. Like, a lot of other classes have, like, crap dodge. Like, he has 0 dodge. Her whole thing is dodging. I don't want her to have protection. She doesn't want to get hit in the first place. Musical is a very, very niche ability and very mediocre. I would be more happy with Musical. I feel like Musical is one of those abilities that was thought up when the game was designed, and then not really like designed well for, because it was almost like a spot or like a filler slot that was like, what if we had designed 2 or 3 characters that have, you know, instruments? What if, you know, the Jester and a few of the other characters that have instruments have the ability to play instruments at camp? What if a few characters who normally don't play an instrument only play it at camp? Then things like Musical would feel a lot better. But honestly, I just think the ability is very, very underdeveloped in the base game. What do we got here? Gifted is mediocre. Faithless is funny on this character. All right, extra damage on the wheel is interesting. Unholy Hater's okay, but very bad on this character, because this character doesn't deal any damage to skeletons because he does bleed, and bleed doesn't do anything to skeletons, so this is direct anti-synergy. Warrior of the Light is good. Guilty Conscience is bad. Paranormania is bad. So really Warrior of the Light is the only serviceable thing on that entire kit. Mankind Hater is funny, but not really what he's trying to do. Serviceable, but not really what we're wanting. Not really excited about any of these people. You can just ignore them this week. We got 3 people now that have the Crimson Curse. Getting very close to having a crew of people I can just take with us to go do a Crimson Court mission now. I might just do that. Any upgrades I can do here? All right, I'm gonna take a half a second break. I'll be right back. I'll run to the restroom. I'll be real quick. Okay, I think we're ready to take off on another mission. We've been doing some good things here. We took out 4 bosses just today, so I feel really good. Another boss we could do here? What is this? Innocuate flesh. Oh yeah, the giant flesh thing. Oh, I forgot all about that thing. This is a perfect mission for a perfect mission. Actually, there's a few people that would do really. This mission is like perfect for like the Jester, the Flagellant, and the Houndmaster. Those 3 guys can rip through and deal an enormous amount of damage to the flesh, because the flesh takes up all 4 slots, and all 4 slots are really susceptible to bleed, so you can really tear them up. So we're not going to go do that now, though, because all of our guys are level 3. We're very split. We have a bunch of level 3s and a bunch of level 0s. So we have to level those guys up if we were going to go do something like that first. So probably going to take some time off and go do a boring, old, simple, little grindy mission, which I actually like. Those are fun. All Saints Day. I don't need a Paralyzer's Crest. We're not doing that. Ooh, the Coven Signet. Minus 25% stress. It has the Crimson Curse. An okay item. Not great. And not as good as the extra 25% damage to characters who are, bloodsuckers. But still serviceable. You can wear this pretty easily in the courtyard. Not a terrible item. I don't think it's good by any stretch, but I do like this item, though, the Sculptor's Tools. The reason I like this item is because I don't know what it does. I have no idea. The only enemies I've seen in this entire game, ever, that are stonework are gargoyles. And I think you don't see those until, I think you see those in the ruins later in the game. Those are the only stoneworks I've ever seen. So I'm guessing there's some boss at some point or something you'll see that it's made of stone? It's the only guess I could have. I don't know. This just seems like or maybe there's like some mission that requires you to hit pillars or something. I don't know. I can see maybe there being some funny little cheeky enemy that actually has pillars, and the minigame is if you kill the pillars, you can just trivialize the enemy by the ceiling falls on them or something. I don't know. But I don't know what it does. How about this one? Sacrificial Cauldron, plus 20% damage, just in general, flat. That's a good item. Because the Occultist, his Abyssal Artillery, this just makes that ability deal minus 13% damage. And that's it. And then plus additional damage to Eldritch. So if you're attacking Eldritch, this is just a nuke every time. Because it gives plus 40% damage, essentially, that item plus this. Yeah, that's actually really, really good. He'll just be nuking backlines like nuts. Actually, I think this item's good. Sacrificial Cauldron, very straightforward, but very solid. Not a fan of the moon cloak. I've kind of talked about why. This is what we're approaching. We do want to go do the farm set at some point here, but we're kind of hoping that we'll get a few guys to the level 4 and that this guy will actually drop an item that's worth talking about. I do think this item's good. I think the quick draw charm is a lot better than it might look at first, because you're thinking, wow, extra speed, extra crit first round, what's that do? You got to remember that extra speed, extra crit anything first round might sound bad because you're like, well, okay, after the first round it's a dead item. The problem is you're thinking about it more like, okay, I go into a battle, I'm going to battle for what, 7, 8 rounds? No, most of your rounds are like 3 or 4 rounds, and you're going to see more first rounds in a mission than any other round. So I think first round items are a lot better than you might think most of the time. It's one of these 2 items. It's either going after the quick draw charm or it's going after the occultist sacrificial cauldron. And I'm more inclined to go after this because this would give us, is it a long mission? It gives us 9 deeds. That's a lot of deeds. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm going to go do one, it'll probably be the wheeled one. I think this is probably our best choice overall. But either way, I'm going to go and check and see who we got. I think we checked this already. We saw there wasn't anybody in here I liked. How about items or trinkets? The Lock of Fury, plus 10% damage, okay. Plus 3 speed, okay. Minus 10% X. That's awesome. That's an incredible, like, rare tier item for the Abomination. Because the max HP is okay, but, like, remember, the Abomination really doesn't care about critting. He just wants to deal flat, huge amounts of damage because of Rake. I mean, he has other abilities, but what I'm saying is if you build him that way, if you go... Where's he at here? We had 1 Abomination still, right? I think I have 1. There he is. Theon. So, this ability right here, Rake. Crit modifier minus 2%. He won't crit. Okay. It's a low chance to crit. That's fine. But... where was that item at? I must be burned out. I forgot what I was getting at. Oh, right. It was the item inside of this. I was like, was it an item we were trying to... Okay, it was this item. The Lock of Fury. Yeah, so plus just raw 10% damage on an ability, right? It's not a crit-based thing, but he already doesn't crit with this ability. It just deals raw damage. It deals 50% less than a normal hit, but it splashes it on 2 people, and then he'll buff himself for an extra 17% for the next Rake, and he just keeps hitting for more every time. So I'm a fan of that. I think that's a pretty solid item on him. Kind of makes him just a big bully, a big DPS dealer. Like, he's just doing lots of damage to mobs without any kind of resistances. Interesting. It is an interesting item. Is it worth buying? I think maybe, actually. Well, holy crap, Manslayer Ring 2? We have a lot of money. It might be worth picking up a few of these. What do we got here? This is 2,100 gold. Just buy all 3. Knocked all of our money out, but I'm fine with that. Those are all items I'll be happy to have options to buy. Or to have later, right? I have them. Oh, I also can sell a few things here, which is vile. We got an extra of those. I might unequip all my trinkets, sort by rarity, see if I got any duplicates. We don't need a second one of these steady bracers. A few of these items in here I do like having 2 of. Sun rings are fine to have a few of. Book of relaxations are fine to... They can just be used on everybody. I don't need 2 dazzling charms. I certainly don't need 2 evasion incense or 2 disease charms or any of these other things. Another witch's vial. We already had one. I was gonna sell it a second ago, but yeah. That kind of got us some of our money back there. After that, I think... Oh, look, I didn't even notice this guy was level 1. We got to start paying close attention to that. And the nice part about... If you get a guy that's level 1, it's a very important thing to know. Level 0 characters don't start with any abilities unlocked, except for their main 4. The random 4 they get assigned. Level 1 and higher start with every ability unlocked already, and leveled up to level 2. That's a huge amount of extra money you don't have to spend, so you got to keep that in mind. Well, as the game progresses, they're going to be your core source of finding, you know, replacements for your dudes who you've been kind of building from the beginning. He's only level 1. I'm not going to worry about anybody this week. I'm not really excited about anybody. The only one that has anything that's worth anything is Monseigneur. French. These French names, man, I'm telling you. Okay. Alright. I think that's it for me for right now. I think I'm going to stop for the night. I've played quite a few hours today. Having a lot of fun, but I think it'd be good just to take a mental break here. Maybe take a shower, get off here, see how the rest of the world lives. Alright, well that's going to do it for me for tonight. I doubt I'll be back on for tonight. If I do, you'll see me. If you don't, You won't. Whatever. But I've had a lot of fun tonight. We had a heck of a day today. I mean, an incredible day today. I knocked out 4 bosses when I expected that it was going to be a kind of a rebuild day. But we really did tear through tier 1 bosses. I mean, we killed the crew, the Sodden crew, but the crew. We killed the Hag. We killed the Brigand 8-pounder. We just now killed the Swine Prince. The only thing we left still on the table is the flesh, which is admittedly something we need to go take care of, but not something I'm super worried about right now. In fact, I could probably just take care of them if I just took a few levels, a few of these guys, and just leveled them up to level 1 and just went in there, because the flesh is mostly just a giant like DOT like stat check. You just want to bleed him to death. He has a few characters that, like, a few weird things that have a huge amount of armor and stuff. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about that another time. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I think that's going to be it for me for tonight. And if you like this content, there's 2 different options for you. You can head over to the Blue Titan Space Gaming Space VODs to watch full videos of content. If you'd like to see edited stuff that's not so high, you know, in its mistakes like this right now as I'm speaking and stuttering over myself, my VODs channel has everything. Right? Everything, the nitty-gritty details, the ugly, the everything. But if you want to see more edited, highly edited content with cleaner cuts, shorter videos, and especially, like, you know, highlights of what's been happening on the main channel over here, you can head over to, I guess I said that backwards, you can head over to the Blue Titan Space Gaming. So maybe I should just practice this a little bit more. If you like this content, head over to the Blue Titan Space Gaming to see edited content and shorts. And if you want to see more long-winded, me just off the cuff talking, having fun playing the game, and all the edits not taken out right, all of the ugly me like, you know, messing up my sentences and figuring things out and getting irritated at the game and all that other stuff, you can head over to the Blue Titan Space Gaming Space VODs and watch all the ugly. Get to see the whole behind the scenes and the long-winded stuff. But that's going to be it for me for tonight. It's a good day. It was a good day, and I think we're in a really good spot to pivot to now make it to the 2nd tier and really start digging into the other core parts of the game, because the tutorial, as it were, the earlier stage enemies, the really tough stuff, is yet to be seen, and those earlier enemies are pretty well taken care of now. So we are poised for the mid game now. So anyway, that's going to be it. I appreciate it. Hey, I see you here. I didn't even see that you were in there chat, John. I appreciate you being here, buddy. I will talk to you another night. And till next time, make sure you pack enough torches. See ya.